Scott gets the lead for once.
What? Oh, did you not? Was that not good for you?
Yay!
Thank you.
Should we do the projector
Unleash
thing?
Tailcraft?
Oh shit.
But they can't.
Yet.
Thanks,
sorry, I
Kung Fu
shouldn't wave here.
Fenris.
Hi guys. Thank you for the resub and hello to everybody. John's doing something with
Yeah, we
projectors.
fully expect that this episode is going to commit way too many resources and eventually tank a studio. I mean, what?
This has been another episode of Real Talk with John Farrell.
Do you know why BioWare is called BioWare?
No, there's a
Because
joke
it's a
there.
biohazard.
Because
they
it
make
was
software.
originally
That's
a
good.
company to create software for medical professionals because BioWare was founded by 2 doctors.
That's pretty cool. And then at some point they were like, we want to see these aliens. Fuck. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, not fuck,
too.
because it was
Right.
Knights of the Old Republic first.
Cutter.
We want to see these Jedi. Fuck. That's not. I understand. That's not how the game works. I clearly
I
don't.
mean, but who doesn't?
But
Yo.
John, just so you know, when you wiggle that water bottle, it just kind of creeps into our frame and it looks a little filthy. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good news in Europe is that Finland won the World Cup in hockey.
Congratulations, one and all, to all our Finns across the ocean and here, I guess. We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
I couldn't care.
Finland went on a run.
That's great. Like, rock on. I don't know anything about
If you can beat
Took their
Sweden,
skates off and
Russia,
started
and Canada, and like you basically have like one NHLer on your team, like that's pretty good.
To be fair, Kate wasn't allowed to play this year, so
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that
Neither
injury
was
I
Kate.
could
came.
let
actually.
Canada down.
That must be hard on you, knowing that your intense case of boneritis will keep you from forever playing on me.
I remember that.
You remember boneritis?
I
Yeah.
remember boneritis. I don't remember my having it.
Oh.
I see that you're now projecting your conditions.
Yay.
Can we have a sex scene in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? Cameron Monaghan is easy on the eyes.
Woo. Pook. Woo. Thank
Yes.
you for the sub.
Oh my god, make
Was
one.
something.
If I'm gonna sub
Thank
for a
you.
year and a half, I'm gonna have realistic requests.
Oh, hey.
That's she who knows 10,000 things.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
her picture's still up on the screen and it shouldn't be.
Oh shit, but she's always with us. Aww. Memories all alone in the moonlight.
TBG is gone.
I was just learning to love.
Glued it. Stuck there forever. Bollywood.
What is happening?
Oof.
Bullied.
Gone.
That cheated. It's warm enough in Montreal now that air conditioners are starting to go up.
Which we're pretty happy about, I'd say. It's not too humid. It's quite nice. We're very happy about it. And we're inside.
Yay.
Play a game. Rock on. Happy about that.
Looking for love in all the wrong.
That number needs to be updated.
Shit. That was one other thing. The day 80.
Fuck me.
Boom
Bean
of
Duck
fate.
does, Aragorn.
Yes, we do.
Bean Duck does.
Yes.
In the studio.
Yeah, have you? It doesn't really matter, but you might hear it come on during the session. You know, we don't control how that works.
And know that it's keeping us alive. So
Alive.
Yes. As opposed to
noise.
dead.
That. Yeah, that is the opposite.
yeah.
No, in fact, a lot of places in Montreal don't have central air conditioning, and it's sort of annoying because when we need air conditioning here, we need it. But we only need it for
3
like
months a year.
no,
Like
but more than
June,
that.
July, August.
And September. There's some points in
I
September.
would also
we
say
need it.
me.
But like we only need it for about a quarter to a third of the year. So a lot of people don't invest in HVAC.
Nope. Nice. No, we just have a unit that we like literally like just like take off all our clothes and like lie in front of and like try not to die. I know that was quite an image to paint. I'm really sorry.
I'm just picturing you in
can
front
take
of
off
your
all your
unit.
clothes and lie in front of us, I guess.
Scott sleeps alone,
It's better
nude,
than
in front of the unit.
your unit, John. It's not better.
I stay in a hotel.
Excuse me. Oh,
Scott, I hope you and your unit are very happy to meet.
It depends, Lemon
Thank you.
Eater, because the thing is, here electricity is quite cheap because we have hydroelectric electricity. But there are still places here which are heated by natural gas
Or oil or
oil,
various other things.
and they're starting
yeah.
to phase those out. They're starting to become illegal.
Yeah.
that's true.
Wood burning is already illegal, like fireplaces and stuff.
Unless you're making a motherfucking pizza.
I mean, if you really want to, I guess.
Naked bodies just flopped all over the apartment. That's Scott's cover band.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Look,
Squish,
let the
squish,
bodies hit
squish,
the-
squish, 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 flop, flop.
Come on, guys, do the worm. I
Yuck.
think we're actually gonna leave, Scott.
Yuck.
Thanks for
Reminds
inviting
me
us,
of,
buddy.
When I was in a Fringe show and we were performing in a theater with no
Sorry.
The kid.
with no AC
Was that
in the
Alice?
middle of the summer. No, it was
3D?
before.
No,
it was
older.
Briella. And
Long,
somebody
long
got dragged
time
across
ago.
the floor because they like were supposed to die and then they got dragged out and they just left a trail of sweat behind them.
Like a slimy trail up. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. That was
And
very
blood.
That's how the Montreal snails
Blood.
do it. Yeah, it's like,
Trail of
Erwin, are you
blood.
all out of faith?
disgusting.
That's
So gross.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah,
I
ew,
feel.
indeed.
It was really great. Everyone's like, oh my god. That's very funny.
I'm cold and I'm ashamed.
Lying.
Naked on the floor.
Right? You're welcome. Set that one up for you.
But of course,
You
that's
should
why
never
you're
changed.
cold, because you're naked.
Because you're naked on the floor.
Like if we're lying naked on the floor, it's because it's the middle of summer and you got to remove the layers.
Or a
Because you
Wednesday.
hot.
And then you're not
Into
cold.
Something real.
Natalie.
Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late. I'm already torn.
This guy can go on forever with this song. We're big fans of Natalie Imbruglia.
Yeah.
Although, in
Shouldn't have
fact, she
started.
actually did not originate that song.
No?
No,
it's
but she is
a
by
cover?
far the most. Yeah, but she's by far the most
Fair.
known.
Mm.
singer, yeah.
It's fair.
Kung Fu Fender's like, I'm taking my sub back.
Oh, what the fresh hell is this? We're all on the edges of our seat now.
Right.
Well, we are on the edge of our seats. I might as well
Because-
ask you a question. It's a simple question.
I have answers.
Who's spent experience? 3, 2, 1, go.
Yay!
We
Yay!
actually hadn't discussed this before the session for once.
No, I
so-
promise. Yay! Well, I didn't have very much. I don't know about y'all's, but
I'm saving.
I have 4.
yeah,
I
didn't have much.
guess I could have found something.
was like,
but-
I have 50.
No, I have 9.
Still saving.
Everyone just took her hat.
Look, the more powerful you become, the more expensive things get, okay?
Yeah.
You just got to wait.
Gotta sing.
Gotta
Excuse me.
dance. Nice.
Eats, comma, shoots and leaves.
Big fan. She was very mad about punctuation in that book. It's very funny to me.
She was super fucking mad about
She was
punctuation.
really mad.
She had
Anyway,
no time. She had zero chill when it came to punctuation.
that was very funny.
But I can understand.
Otherwise, yeah, no. So no experience. Here we are.
Oh,
Ready
yeah,
to take
so
on
Oh,
the-
what
you
happened last
also
session?
said you didn't. I thought your thumb was
No,
up.
nobody. No, everyone went
Oh,
down. That was the
shit.
joke. I thought you.
No, I
thought we were
thought
on
the
same
joke
page.
was that you were the good child.
Why is
That's
that a
never
joke?
hilarious.
Fuck.
Ha 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 ha. I'm wearing 2 Lord of the Rings rings. Does that make things better?
What's that new one? Is that going?
This is Gollum.
What?
His
Then
naked
this
butt.
Where'd you get that?
His naked
Gen
butt
Con.
is hanging out on your
Yeah, his
hand.
butt's on my finger.
So gross.
There we go.
Sorry.
Ruined your ring forever. Oops.
Back when oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Gollum, and then this one says, "Let them burn."
It's not really a Lord of the Rings ring at all.
It's written in, oh no, but it isn't written in Tangwar, is it?
It is.
Is that Tangwar?
I think so.
Is it
I seem to
script?
recall
It's
No.
old. No, actually, this is an Elvish
Yeah.
script. It's not. It's not Mordorian.
Yeah.
This is the previously on music, isn't it?
Yes.
Perhaps
Actually, I
we
already
should
asked
discuss.
for what happened last session, and you didn't hear.
No, I didn't. I wasn't listening.
We're
Would you like me to
bad-
listen?
We're bad players.
I would prefer that you pay fucking attention.
Oh, I can pay
Look
fucking
right,
attention.
look right into that camera. I want you to look at all those people who are there, and they're depending on you for a recap of what happened last session. And you know what you just did? You talked about some lovely rings.
John, I'm going to do it for them.
We walked home on the
Do
Silver
for them.
Path.
Yeah.
Lol has very high remembrance for now, but she's been off the path for ages. But somehow hasn't succumbed to bedlam.
But how is this possible?
Her time sense is kind of weird. And we think perhaps that she found a human host for her Fey soul.
Somehow.
Somewhere. What? But she is tied to Ramsey.
That is absolutely true. Getting back requires Patches to trick a small mouse into thinking that a flute sounds like a harp and then crushing its little spirit upon exit, which was wonderful, by the way. It was great. Yeah, so we returned the Spark with Lal in tow. Keypad is acting up. Keypad is trying to Keypad is keeping Ramsey and Lal apart, but how? But why? It makes no sense.
After speaking with Tallis, it was deduced that this could be fate fucking with them because they are the star-crossed lovers.
Yeah, I think it was more than like, oh, maybe it was.
It was like definite. Because he has soothsay, so he scryed and figured it out.
Yeah.
And that's great. So we have to watch them now. Watch
Well,
our
specifically, he used his conversation with Patches. Maybe you want to jump in on this, Kate, but
Yeah, Dawn is after them. It's their DNA to be star-crossed. It's in their DNA. I left a word out in my note. He cast a cantrip that gives them a week's shelter from Dawn. But he can't keep doing this forever. But for now, they're okay.
Dawn finds a way. The other major development of the episode is that Sophia went straight to Incisor upon returning home and spilled her guts about Marley, the crone from her past and from the dreaming.
Yeah, that Marley's back and she's pissed, and who knows when she's going to appear again. Incisor went to collect Sophia's dad and bring him back to the Spark, so that's where she's off doing, and Sophia was given instructions not to go anywhere by herself in case Marley appears in the night. And Sophia has told Brahm and Kyoko about this, and not Patches yet, but we just haven't seen each other, so.
You've been busy.
You've been.
You haven't seen eye to eye.
That's what
Well, yeah,
happened.
because
Remember
we're
what the
different
last
heights.
thing was that happened, though?
It was Patches speaking to Tallis, like,
Yeah, I think it was him giving them the week's respite, I think.
well, and also watching them be really cute together by the pond. That happened.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Very sweet. That was the last thing.
Big kiss. What?
It's just funny.
Kissing's funny.
Nah.
Puka and Anishu walk into a bar.
Ouch.
Oh, was it? I'll let you take that.
Puka says that didn't hurt, and Anishu says it was always meant to be.
Hey, good one. And canonically accurate. Or whatever.
We prepared.
I think so.
You ever play a game with somebody who you haven't played with in a very long time? Some people use games as a way to reconnect, as a way to find others who are from their pasts, and they need a mutually beneficial activity in order to make that transition from long-lost friend to newly found friend seamless. But games aren't always the best way to do this, especially if a game is competitive, especially if a game has widely different skill levels between its players, especially if the game goes wrong. And that's when you really kind of have to watch out for it, right? There's a part of you that must watch out for the fact that you're trying to reconnect and reestablish a relationship with somebody who was important to you. And then all of a sudden is not. And then you wish for that person to become important again. Of course, sometimes maybe you don't actually wish for that. Maybe the game is an excuse. An activity to take just so that you can try to get through this one awful reconnection before you can go back to the life that you wanted to have in the first place. There's a lot of different reasons to play games with people who you've known and lost. But the game itself doesn't change just because of the players sitting down at the table, or their reasons why. The game is the same. It's the results that are different. Where are the three of you?
Brahm and I believe Kyoko have understood now not to leave Sophia's side, at least for the time being. So we're in Sophia's penthouse, where she's trying to head down to Incisor's apartment to sleep.
I'm like packing up my things.
And we're like, oh, but you could stay here and we'll guard you kind of thing. But that wasn't happening, so.
I'm in the exhaust with Tallis.
Tallis.
I'll remind you that Kyoko is currently hauling around a massive handgun.
Ah, yes, a deagle. That's right, I forgot. Which sounds about as cute as a beagle, but isn't.
Much deadlier.
Much. Well, depends on the beagle.
Depends on what you're currently trying to shoot.
Choo-choo.
I can keep an eye on him. The issue spent long enough in the dreaming that at some point she's just going to crash. We're going to have to put her to bed, and I will see what I can do about monitoring their fate.
Thank you.
I mean, I feel like I owe the dreaming one.
Perhaps you do. Perhaps this will be your way of paying back the debt?
I feel like Clarence.
Sorry.
Might earn my wings on this one. You okay?
Yeah. Simple fetch quest, rescue mission. Grab her, got out, got back alive.
Simple. Sorry.
Well, as long as it wasn't too much trouble.
Sister didn't even bite my head off for breaking his machine.
He must be losing his touch.
Or you're having a good influence on him.
All right. I'll go and tell them what's happened.
Cool.
Pushes away from the bar, gets up and walks over to the garden door. opens it, heads out. I don't know if I like this implication that I'm not able to fire a pistol.
No one is implying anything, simply that I've never seen you wield a handgun of that caliber before. It's... well, you would know. It's quite large.
And I'm in charge.
That you are.
I can guarantee you, my lady, that if Brahm at any point decides that he's switching sides, this'll take him down.
I don't doubt it. I also will say that it seems very unlikely that I would do anything of the sort, but I appreciate the gesture. She's ready to defend you.
I certainly feel safer now.
Okay.
All right, and I pick up 2 very large bags, and there's a wheelie suitcase as well.
Oh my God.
Should we be changing into some kind of uniform?
To be more easily identified.
We do want to make sure that the lady feels as safe as she can. And whatever we wear, Incisor will have to wear, so I'm going to insist upon small sailor suits.
Oh, I like that idea.
We'll get you a hat.
You'll have to leave holes for the horns.
You can be my Sailor Scout squad.
We'll have a blue ribbon coming off the hat.
Yes. I don't really see the purpose of it, but...
It's to make me feel better, Brahm. I'm very distressed. I'm very anxious right now.
Are you?
Yes.
You don't seem very anxious, if you don't mind me saying so.
No, because I'm packing heat.
Right, that's true. I just want to check again, Lady Sophia, you're sure you would feel more comfortable with Incisor?
I don't really want to be sleeping in my penthouse and have people watching me while I sleep. And then if a fight should erupt and things would get damaged, it's just, I wouldn't sleep very well.
I see. It would, of course, be much better if the freehold is attacked as opposed to...
Well, the freehold has been attacked, and it has stood its ground very well.
That is true. We've managed to hold this place.
She's quick on her feet. She has a very quick tongue.
Well, that is true, certainly. I would say you've been incredibly charming, very convincing of things. Lady Sophia, are you leaving Incisor in charge of the plan?
Incisor is head of security.
And this is a matter of security.
There is a threat to the Spark and the inhabitants of the Spark. It seems to fall under her jurisdiction. Jurisdiction?
You are a baroness of House Liam. You could
That's right.
recruit more firepower or more resources if you required.
No, it might be a complete waste of time. Maybe Marley isn't even coming. All I know is I saw her in the dreaming, but I don't know that she's going to follow us. She's more powerful in there.
How do we draw her
I
out?
don't want to waste resources unnecessarily, and I don't know. Maybe having the coat here will draw her out.
Do you believe that it is somehow cloaked from view? Why has she not tried to find it before?
I don't know.
Is it possible that your father's dreams might hold some clues?
It's possible. I could check.
Sorry. It's only a thought. I don't want you to live in perpetual fear. Ideally, we all vanquish our enemies.
We've been in worse than this, Brahm. This should be easy, right? Had vampires tried to kill me. We've gone into the deep dreaming. We faced off with a Dantain.
And
What's
recovered
one more creature of darkness?
Hopefully it's one more creature of darkness banished.
I'll see to it.
You get a text message. The text reads, "Oh, a challenge? Shall I scry the important matter? Do you happen to have a Polly nearby or a substitute? I'm in Paris."
Right. Well, I think the Countess is a little far to help with the scrying for this, and I hold up the claw. Is there anyone else we know?
With access to
Soothsay.
Soothsay. Perhaps Sir Zeron or Duke Granville might know of someone at Heart's Light. Kyoko, is there anyone here that you know of?
What?
I'm just shocked. All this time you've known, and yet you didn't know.
That seems to be a running theme.
I mean, you've been here with me for how long?
Years.
And you never knew that Tallis had access to such arts.
He does? Well, to be fair, he was keeping a lot of secrets from us.
Also, to be fair, I don't know many things.
I'm dressing down, Brom, if you don't mind, my lady.
You looked at me and you said, really? So I feel included in this too.
No, Lady Sophia, this is my cross.
All right,
to
well,
bear.
you keep fighting. I'm going to go.
We are not to let you out of our sight.
Can you bring these bags down with you when you go? I'm going to go find Tallis.
You're
will-
welcome to continue fighting, but the makeup sex might be awkward.
Don't do it on my bed or any of my marble countertops. And then I want to leave.
These are marble?
Hardwood floors are fair game.
Use the Roomba afterwards.
Is it a Roomba?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Roomba, turn it on.
Oh, hello, little guy. You're a cutie, aren't you? Oh, God. Okay. Shouldn't we be?
Following her?
Yes.
All right. That's all right. You don't need to experience what it's like to have your world rocked in this apartment.
All right, Lady Kyoko.
Some of us already have. And she starts walking towards the elevator.
God damn it!
Warrior Roomba.
I love that. Just like a trail of dirt to your enemies. Like, well, I'm okay. I'm out. Well, I'm out.
You're not blushing, are you? Now's not the time for blushing. We have to be on our game.
You're carrying my bags, right?
Sure.
Excellent.
I have 2 large duffel bags. Could be filled with money. I would never know.
They're not duffel bags.
I could tie the rolling one to my tail.
No, please don't do that.
What good is it?
Your tail?
Yes.
It's so cute. I'm sorry if that's... That...
No, that's all right. Let's call a spade a spade.
All right. It's a spade.
And the spade is my tail.
Not as good for digging. I can't keep up with you sometimes. I do my best.
After all, you have to be the one to carry the bags. This does weigh about 70 pounds.
Lady Kyoko,
Yes.
would you let me fire it? We could, under the guise of training, with the patches, perhaps. I'm sure I could learn a thing or two.
Maybe when the mission's done. After all, you can't eat your pudding before you finish your meat.
Brom, processing.
Ding!
We're just like,
So am I in the exhaust now?
Yes.
Sweet. Patches, have you seen Tallis?
Yes, he's just stepping outside to the garden.
Right. I have to go speak to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Brahm and Kyoko can tell you what's going on when they come back down. It might be a little bit.
Ding.
I'll be back.
And then the elevator opens up, and there they are.
Ah, Patches, good.
Intel?
Yes, we'll catch you up to speed. Right, yeah. I explain in character, of course. The creature from the dreaming might be after Sophia shortly again, the one that we now have seen. We saw her. No, fairy ring.
She was fairy ringed, yeah.
So a creature that we have no idea what she looks like or what she can do. Cool. And where Incisor is.
Cool.
Incidentally, there are 2 no-fuck areas in Sophia's penthouse apartment. Her bed or her marble countertops.
The swing's fair game.
I didn't see a swing.
That's what it's made for.
I didn't see a swing. Was it up there? Is it hidden away?
Well, see, you can change what's attached to the anchor points for many different options.
What's funny is that if there's anybody
Splats.
sitting in the swing, you can hear an instrumental version of Frank Sinatra's Fly Me to the Moon. It starts playing. However, if your heartbeat goes over 120 beats per minute, it changes to Skrillex's Bangarang.
That sounds like something that is entirely plausible for that swing.
Sophia is an artist.
I'm not sure who or what a Skrillex
All right,
is, but I
so
don't think
are we
that's...
on
Shouts to all my
rotational guard
lost
duty?
boys.
Do we have any reason to believe that this Marley is going to actively come after Sophia after all these years because they crossed paths? I can see her going after Sophia's father, but if Sophia's father moves into the spark.
No, we have no reason to believe that it would happen now, of all times. However, she is concerned, certainly.
That's
timing.
fair, and keeping her dad safe makes sense. So I guess the question is, how important is the coat? And do we use it as bait? And how do we do that so that we can end the threat for good?
Well, to this creature, it is everything. I wouldn't trust us to simply leave it out in the open or make it obvious.
So
But-
what you're saying is that we should tie it to a stick, put it into the dreaming and wave it around until we catch a bite, and then we reel her in?
I honestly think that sounds awesome.
Careful, you don't know who you'll capture at that point.
We'll just kill him and try again until we get what we need. No?
Terrible.
No?
Ethically, I don't don't like that at all.
Fine.
Brahm and I don't approve.
I guess
this
you can
message.
keep her go.
Good. I will say that it's possible.
Yeah, I found your stick. Oh, God!
Shing. I will say it's possible this coat has some sort of protective charms or cantrips.
If it's that important to her and she hasn't managed to go after it, there must be something going on.
That's very true. Lady Sophia is hoping that Tallis can find more information out about this creature through a claw that she took off of it.
Well, some of his
The claw.
some of his energies are currently dedicated to protecting Ramsey and Lal. Hopefully,
Protecting.
fate has it out for them, quite literally. So we also, at some point, need to figure out how to get fate to quit it.
Sophia, where did you head?
To the garden to find Tallis.
So as you exit into the garden, you see that Lala is asleep and her head is in Ramsia's lap. Ramsia has her tail sort of tucked just close to the head to keep it warm, and she's looking out over the pond, and she's listening as Tallis is explaining something in his low, gruff tones, and she's nodding occasionally.
I'm gonna just stand a little ways until they're done.
I see. It makes sense. I'll take her to bed, and we'll see what happens afterwards. I could carry her. No. I've been carrying her for a very long time. But inside. And then she turns, "Oh, my lady."
Sorry to interrupt. I just need a word with Tallis, actually.
Ramsey gathers her arms underneath Lal and stands up. It's a bit shaky here and there because I don't know if you guys have ever tried to lift somebody from a seated position, but she manages it. I'll be around if you need me. And then she heads out, leaving Tallis there. And
I'm gonna walk over to the pond. Start like kind of pacing back and forth near it. Tallis, how did I not know that you were a soothsayer?
do you know that I like to crochet?
Now I do.
I had to learn, train myself to use the arm.
Right. Would you be able to scry this? I hold out the cloth.
Yeah. We'll need a reflecting pool. I've already got one set up inside.
Do you need to rest? You seem tired.
I'm not used to this still. It's strange. I used to be the one that everyone would go to whenever Zister wasn't here, which was often. I didn't have any trouble wielding authority.
Well, you've made yourself invaluable since your return.
Still, I'm not used to saying things and people willingly accepting them.
Oh.
Okay. We can head inside. It might take me a few minutes to get everything together.
Of course. Take your time.
I'll be in the exhaust. 1:45.
Okay.
And he heads inside, very carefully tucking the claw in a pocket.
I'm gonna just sit outside for a few minutes. Recognizing that I might not be super alone much in the future.
Roll your perception and alertness, please.
Ooh.
You know what's tricky is that awareness is a skill in mage.
Really?
It's your ability to sense the supernatural. Kenning would be the equivalent on the Changeling sheet.
Right.
So, every time I'm
It's a
perception and alertness, because awareness is exalted.
That's true too.
There's no successes.
Oof.
Okay. So you are
Blissfully unaware.
blissfully unaware. Anything for you two?
I mean, I'm trying to keep an eye on Sophia as best I can through the frosted glass.
So Kyoko's
not
actually
great.
stepped outside and is standing on the other side of the door.
So that's cool.
But she's being very quiet about it and isn't interfering with Sophia, who hasn't noticed her.
So I'm gonna just let her do
She
that.
failed her check.
Yay! I guess I just to speak further to Patches then. If Dawn is against these two, Ramsey told us once that she took on the mantle of the star-crossed lover to become Xi'an. Would getting rid of it then take that power away from her?
I'm not sure.
Roll your intelligence, gray mare.
Yay! We can both be like, oh, sure.
It might not have the answers, but then again, it might.
We're really rich.
Difficulty is 9.
No. But that's a, yeah.
Predatory loans.
Oh, predatory loans.
Aw.
No.
No.
Failure?
Nada.
Failure both
Yeah.
your parts? You don't know.
No idea.
But that's understandable that you
Also
wouldn't.
one.
It's not like the
How would you
Xian
know?
or
Yeah.
you know.
Common. Because honestly, I don't see another way around it.
Yeah, we have to uncross their stars. But I don't know whether they can become unshioned. And if they became that way because at one of their ends of lives they became separated, wouldn't that just happen again if they gave it up? So they'd just have to go through the whole cycle again.
I do not understand how these two have managed to. I'm sure there was a time during which they were together. In fact, I suppose we do know that. But it was so long ago. And before that, were they together before as well? Not sure. I simply worry that we will have to make a decision that might have ramifications for their lives. And I hope we do not have to. It should be something they should decide.
Absolutely.
Doors to the elevator open up, and you can see that Incisor is standing there, and a vaguely nonplussed man.
Who we saw at Sophia's
Yes.
Baron
He's wearing the same coat with many pockets on them around. There's touches of gray at his temples. And when the door opens up, he looks to Incisor almost as if he needs permission, and she just juts her jaw out. And he steps in and he starts looking around the exhaust.
Welcome to the Spark.
She's not going to kill you. She's fine. Look, you've seen her before. God damn it.
Are you feeling nervous, sir? Says 8-foot-tall Brahm, just like.
It's just that I can tell she's been here.
She lives just upstairs, so it's not too far of a distance for her, but this is her second home. She's saved it.
Sorry, Gerald is.
Patches.
And Brahm.
Right. Patches, Brahm. As if he's trying to commit, like, Patches is the one who looks extremely pale with swirls on her face, and Brahm's the massive one with the stone skin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Incisor's the one who looks like she's going to swallow me whole.
Mm-hmm. And that's it for now.
Okay.
We have guest quarters that we can get you settled into. Claude usually takes care of that kind of stuff, but I'm sure we'll absolutely make sure you get settled.
Incisor's walking towards the garden door and just, like, bangs it open. Which, if you look back, you see that now Incisor has opened the door to the garden, but you also see that Kyoko has been outside. But quiet. And to her credit, also was not staring at you.
Just like, doop, 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 gun, gun, gun.
Your dad's here.
Oh. Get up and head to the door.
You've got... Is there a problem? There's always a fucking problem. She turns around and head falls out with you. Kyoko shrugs, closes the door. your dad is talking to a knocker and a troll, and is looking like he's, getting used to this idea.
Before going over to him, I just want to ask Incisor quietly, is everything all right?
He hasn't said one word to me. He got in the car, and then no matter what I tried to do or say, he is fucking terrified.
He'll come around.
Feeling like he doesn't see a whole lot of knockers where he's from, if you know what I mean.
Red caps?
Trying to, never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I didn't get it either.
I'm going to
Oh, get the
arrange.
fuck out of here.
I'm going to arrange so that security downstairs knows that he's going to be here for a little while.
I'm gonna put my hand on her arm. Thank you.
And you hear a bling.
That's for me.
No?
Oh, shit.
sorry.
How hot?
It's a Tinder notification.
You've matched.
Well.
I did not need this right now. I didn't.
You should go on a date.
Nope.
Why not? No. Don't put your personal life on hold just because of this. We'll be fine.
Hey, how's it going? Do you like movies? I like movies. Do you like long walks in the park? I don't, because when I go for walks in the park, people die. I'll be back. She heads to the elevator and pushes the button, and your father just tilts his head with that, like, what? People die? And then she's gone. You can see that his shoulder is visibly just relaxing a bit.
I'm gonna go over to him.
Nightmares.
Wraps you in a
Scary.
hug, which, when you were small, he was a big guy. Now you're taller than he is. He still somehow feels like your father.
How was your trip?
She's an interesting person.
Yes, she is. You should talk to her a little bit, get to know her.
Didn't want to say the wrong thing.
It's okay. She's not going to let anything happen to you,
Peeps is around. He said that he was looking at the area, whatever that means.
All right.
Here. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a small candy and hands it to you.
A wish so soon?
I don't get a lot of opportunities to hand them out these days.
Did you bring enough for everyone?
It's all right. Doesn't have to give away all his wishes.
There are always more.
There are.
Can I?
So-
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so from what I can deduce from this conversation, he reaches into his pockets and pulls out candies that are wishes, and there's always more. Can I get a sense of how this coat might be accomplishing this feat? Like, without looking at it too closely, because he's wearing it?
You can roll your
Can I try?
perception, Kenning.
I'd like to try. I have a specialty in oaths that I assume does not apply here.
The coat just swears it'll always have candy in it.
It could happen. Someone could have. Never mind. Diff 6 or
Yeah.
yeah. 3 successes.
The coat is definitely an artifact. Something is enchanting it, and by therefore enchanting him. It's possible that it's just a creation, but one thing that you can tell though is that the candies that he's handing out, they are like the equivalent of like those, mints or like small hard candies that you'd find in like restaurants and
Right,
stuff
sure.
like that. But they have something to them, something glamorous.
Okay, the wishes themselves.
What he's calling a
Sorry,
wish.
yeah.
But that really looks more like candy. Everyone it just says dry clean only.
Well, then that coat must be very heavy if it's full of so many candies.
It's a burden I've accepted to take.
And sir, if you don't mind me asking, where did you take on such a heavy burden? Seems very exciting.
I bought this coat. Bought it in a thrift store a long time ago, before Sophia was born.
I know that's a lie, right? Yeah, I definitely do.
Okay, so
You can roll if you want to find out.
I mean, I wouldn't have, so I'm not sure if I should, frankly. I'm going to take him at his word for now. And it called to you, I suppose.
I was trying to lead a different life, and I needed an outfit to show the world that I was different. It's pretty embarrassing now that I think of it, but I've grown fond of this coat.
I can tell.
And how are the wishes paid for?
Paid for?
There's no new matter in the universe. Everything is made of something. Wishes come from something. Somewhere.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a question
Yeah.
here. First of all, what are you doing with the die?
Candy.
Okay.
Holding up a wish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second,
Throw it at you.
this line of thinking that,
Yeah.
that you're going on for, Patches would know that dreams don't operate in the same way. Are you trying to find out what his answer is, or are you trying to suggest it? Because one way is banality, and the other one's
I'm
not.
trying to find out what his answer is.
Okay.
I'm basically trying to be like, yo, dude, you've been fucking stealing wishes out of thin air, and there's a goddamn price, and you aren't realizing it.
For like-
So,
20 years plus? 20 plus years?
but I'm trying to be nice about it.
Yeah. Oh, Patches. Patches.
Trying not to piss off Sophia.
There are just always more wishes.
So there must be a black hole somewhere that's just opening up, slowly growing with every wish. But that's over there. I'm
If you,
gonna
if you
unwrap
could
it.
have a wish right now, what would it be?
To have a tasty candy.
All right. And then, now that you've had your wish, if you have another wish, what would it be?
Well, see, I can't go through wishes that fast. I'm not used to having them all at my easy access.
But you could. There's
I guess I
always
could.
room for more wishes.
I'll have to think about it, though.
You don't desire wealth, status, notoriety. Perhaps you have all of these things. I'm
He
sorry.
just wanted to create art and travel the world with it, right? Your coat gave you the confidence to inspire a room full of people.
I could use one of those.
You'll just have to find one in a thrift store somewhere.
I don't remember you ever telling me that you found that at a thrift store.
No?
No. Which one?
Whoa!
So are you deliberately trying to call him out, or
Yeah.
Just really gently. I'm curious.
Sweet. Get my Gwydion pool ready here.
you see what?
Pretending, I think.
Remember, your dad's immortal and doesn't get to have great dice pools.
Does he have a? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Triple botch?
Please.
Quadruple botch?
I see 1 1, 2 1s,
Oh my
3
God.
1s. Those are the only 3 dice in there?
Oh, there's
There's a 5.
There's
So
all-
probably also
Ones
that.
and a 5.
Hey.
Wow.
3 1s and a 5. That
3
sounds like.
solars and a 2.
There it is, Eric. Good job. Gerald Aisling leaps for your throat.
Your father starts to sob
Yeah.
Oh my God!
in front of you. It's slow. Like there's first it's just like the single tear, then it's that tear that falls way too quickly. So it's just like "Nyoing," and then just like hangs on his chin, and then he just buries his face in his hands, just like racking his shoulders. It's frankly kind of embarrassing.
I want to bring him,
my God.
guide him over to the couch.
It's been a stressful day.
What did we
I'll go
do?
with me.
Do you remember the first time you saw a red cap?
Yeah.
Fucked it up.
Got it.
There's no need to be ashamed. We're friends.
I stole it.
Family.
Who did you steal it from?
I had my first big deadline. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to make it. Everything that I was writing was absolute trash. I couldn't make anything work. And I went for a walk to decide how I was going to tell my publisher that they took a chance on me and that they failed. And that I was going to have to return the advance, which I didn't have. You were on the way. And then I came upon outside. This was. Do you remember we spent Christmas there once? A cabin in Vermont.
I remember.
It was by a lake. It was cold that day, colder than it should have been. And yet there was, when's Sophia's birthday again?
I think it's February 2nd.
Right. That's what I assumed. Groundhog Day.
Yeah. I think I made it February 2nd.
Une marmotte.
The kind of day where it's too cold to swim, and you know that there's only going to be 1 or 2 more days where you can get away with it, at least in Vermont, before you won't be able to. And yet I saw there was a creature bathing in a pond. And she was singing and washing her hair. And I remember that she was incredibly compelling and attractive. And for a moment, she turned and she looked at me and she smiled, and there was a promise that I could get away from all of my problems. Every single one of them. If I just went to her.
And did you?
This may surprise you, but I'm rather attached to your mother. Not to mention who she was carrying at the time. And as she beckoned with her fingers, it seemed like it was too good to be true, and I knew it. But then I saw that while her clothes were laid out, her coat, there was something about her coat. She asked me to bring it to her. I lifted it up, and then I turned and I ran. I don't know why. I ran back to the cabin. It was cold inside. The heat hadn't been turned on yet, so I put the coat on. I stayed up until 7 a.m. finishing it.
You said when you saw this woman, she was singing? Did she seem happy?
I think so. I've tried to convince myself that there was something sinister in the way that she was asking me to bring her back her coat. I was convinced that she was like a siren. ready to pull me beneath the waves and drown me. But I don't have any proof. I have no proof at all.
I don't know what to say. When she told me you stole the coat from her, I assumed she had always been that way, and the coat was in better hands now. Now I'm not so sure.
When I take the coat off, I don't remember things. I don't remember Peeps. It's not even that I don't see him, it's that I don't remember him. And I can't write. I can't write at all.
So that you can't write, or it's just easier with the coat?
If I'm not wearing it, I don't write any words.
Plenty of people don't have a coat and they can write. She's coming back for it, you know.
I know.
Have you seen her since?
Not once.
The day I crystallized, I saw her. She came after your children. And I saw her again today. That's why you're here, and we need to figure out what to do. Because if you want the coat that badly, then we need to fight her, we need to banish her or destroy her for good. She'll always keep coming back. But if you truly feel that you did wrong, we are giving it back. I don't know how, we'll figure it out. But you need to tell me what we need to do, because you're always the one with the answers.
Kyoko takes 2 steps forward. Yeah, she just...
Yeah. Bang. Sorry, bud.
Jesus.
Problem solved. She steps forward, and when she looks down at Gerald, there's this tilt of her head, and then we don't have to decide right now. The moment we're safe. Here, I'm going to show your father to where he can stay. Get him some water.
Thank you. I have to see Tallis.
Lady Sophia, don't leave yet, please.
And Kyoko very kindly offers her hand to Gerald, but one thing that I'll point out to who has, okay, you definitely have firearms. You will absolutely know this. How much firearms do you have?
4, 3, 4, 3. Sorry.
4343?
3.
So you have 4,343 dots in firearms.
And he
I'm
uses
really
them never.
good.
Guns. Lots of guns.
Guns, yeah.
Do you have any firearms at all?
God, no.
Okay. What you both know is that as she's offering her hand to him to pull him up, her right hand, yeah, that's my right hand for you guys. Her right hand is not on her pistol, but it's close enough that she could pull it from its harness instantly if she wanted to.
Is she okay?
Do you know that every single one of our rooms is equipped with 4 bathrooms? And she starts guiding him,
He'll figure it out pretty quick, I think.
and he's standing, and he is like triple botch wrecked, right? Like he is sniffling, and it's not pretty.
Oh
right?
my
Like,
God.
Like his cheeks have gone completely red. He's an ugly crier. You know, he's left like tear stains on like the table in front of him,
my
and like it's there's all sorts of not good. But she guides him away, and then leaving you and Incisor.
I know you want to go to Tallis immediately.
Yes. I need to find out who she is and who she was before. I need to gather all of the information I can.
Absolutely.
I didn't know your dad was a puss.
Incisor, I wouldn't push
Shut
that
up.
button right now. Yeah.
Incisor.
Okay. hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
I need you to roll.
So I
this.
go, I
Perfect.
wouldn't, and she says, shut up.
I need you to roll your appearance intimidation.
Would this be considered it's not a veiled threat, that's for sure. That's a full-on threat.
Well, a veiled threat would be if you had said "shut up" or "all," but that's actually not even a veiled threat. That's
Yeah.
That's a full-on threat.
explicit threat.
So,
I like to think that that's your appearance specialty, is veiled threats.
no, that's my my intimidation specialty. Captivating? Not so much.
Specialties are specialties for a reason. You don't always get to play. It's true.
Is this a she, thing?
We're about to find out.
We're about to
Only
find out.
2 successes.
On a difficulty of 6?
Yes,
Okay.
I think. Oh, God. Yeah.
So, for the 2 of you,
Whoa.
you'll have to roll willpower if you want to counter her. If you want to counter her. She is, shall we say, passionate at the moment. And Incisor shrinks back slightly, as if she's been stung.
Ooh.
I don't think I'm going to counter, but I am going to roll.
And then her massive mouth just seals shut.
I did get 3 successes, but I don't think I'm going to act. I just wanted to.
I just wanted to know I could do it.
Not that scary after all,
You have to roll it every time you try to defy her, though.
Yoinks.
I'm not going to try to encourage Incisor to keep talking like
Yeah,
that.
that's true. We're just I think we're doing one of these.
Go ahead.
Tallis actually comes back into the exhaust.
Oh.
He's carrying.
Thank God. Oh, Tallis, you could not have come at a better time.
I could think of several,
Like,
actually.
Sophia's just punched Brom in the face.
Ow,
Incisor is
ow,
like,
ow. What the shit?
Patches is cleaning her gun, just,
Cleaning, blood off of it? What do you...
yeah.
What the fuck? Tallis comes in and he's carrying this massive, what looks almost like a silver tray, but it doesn't have the same sort of ornamentation in the bottom. It has 4 little tiny clawfoot legs on the underneath. It is burnished as brightly as it possibly can. And he sets it down on a table, and he's got a crystal decanter, which is filled with something that isn't quite water. It's a little too viscous to be water.
Changeling blood from the fridge.
And he pours the decanter into the tray, and it spreads out.
Oh my God,
Scared
the
the
spirits.
Shit out of me, John.
The
Holy
spirits.
crap.
It spreads and just evens out over the entire tray. And he takes a deep breath, and he looks down, and he looks up. Are you going to need this horn back?
No.
He picks the horn up in his mechanical arm. And he rotates it in his hand for a second until he closes his fist around it. Patches, I'm going to need your help.
With?
Are you armed?
Yes.
Draw the weapon. And I want you to aim at my hand. And when I say go, I want you to fire.
Are you sure?
Just tell me when you're ready.
Does it have to be lethal?
Tell me when you're ready.
I switch it.
And then as soon as you do that, he squeezes his fist and just lets it loose. That was his bunk.
Oh.
To be under threat.
Oh, okay. Oh, phew.
I don't actually want to get shot. Like, I can't lose a second one of these.
You understand why we were confused, though, right?
Zister would be really pissed.
See, that was me switching it to the grappling gun.
But he doesn't know that.
That's fair. I like the idea that you're like, woo, got it, woo.
Wearing badges.
Patches.
I was like, should I play it off as like a quadruple botch?
botch.
Absolutely filthy. That'd be amazing.
I'm not rolling particularly well today. Anyone else?
I didn't roll that much. I rolled okay on my one roll.
Yeah.
I got no successes. I guess that's okay.
An image starts to appear.
Ooh.
Just gonna give me your book.
Come here, book.
Get over here, book. Book 'em, Daniel.
Why yada? Yeah, there you go. Book 'em. Okay.
So, soothsay. Specifically, we are looking at Tattletale. This useful cantrip allows the seer to scry distant scenes through an object or individual she has ensorcelled for this purpose. Traditionally, anything in the immediate vicinity of the Tattletale focus is displayed in a nearby reflective surface or surface of the changeling's choosing. Though some knocker seers have been known to display the results of Tattletale on old television screens or computer monitors. The changeling can use any perception-based cantrip through the focus once a connection has been established. So, the realm to use determines who or what becomes the focus of Tattletale. Dedicating a person or object as a focus requires some sort of ritual invocation, which may be improvised and differs from seer to seer, but is generally fairly obvious in some intent. It takes some fairly skilled trickery to make someone into a Tattletale focus without them realizing what's happening. Dedication as a focus lasts for 1 day per success rolled. The seer can scry through a focus whenever she likes, but she must place all of her concentration into such scrying. So, thing is, typically, you can't use Tattletale against somebody who doesn't want to be, or at least somebody who doesn't recognize they are. You have a piece of her, literally, that you've taken with her. So, he has a chance to do so. This is to fix something in Changeling Second, which basically meant like you could see anybody, anywhere, anytime.
No secrets.
Yeah, like no secrets, but like literally the only way to protect against it was either to have naming 2 or carry cold iron. It was super bad. Anyway.
I know which one I would choose.
Oh my God, Eriquin.
Yep.
Here you go. It's a mirror. See you later. Yeah, exactly.
What a wonderful makeup compact that you have. Oh, it's always so perfect. The image coalesces into nothing. It's dark. You can hear the beating sounds of the wings of the creatures who you are encountering in the near, well, off the Silver Path and the near dreaming very close by. But there is something else that you can hear. You hear 3 tones playing. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Do you need to hear that again?
I know what it is.
I do too, but I'd like for our audience to hear it again, perhaps. Everyone thinks it's PBS. But I like it. Did you say Tallis required focus to do
Yes,
this?
so
I'm not going to interrupt
he's
him.
like zoned the fuck out.
Okie dokie. Well, it would appear we have our answer. Whether or not she's coming.
How pedestrian.
Sorry?
How pedestrian. How pedestrian, say I for the third time now that I unmuted my mic.
Oh, yeah.
Do you recognize the sound, Liz?
I do now that I creeped Kate's notes.
Okay. Because otherwise I'd give you the chance to roll, but...
Oh, sorry. I mean, I can roll to make sure that it's right.
1, 2, 3.
Metro sound.
Whenever a train leaves a metro station in Montreal, it makes those 3 tones.
From the original Metro's engine speeding up, they happened to make those notes as it was going up in gears, but it became iconic enough that they now play it as a warning before they close the doors.
Interestingly enough, almost the exact tones of Symphony for the Common Man, which is really funny.
Because only commoners take the metro.
I just think it's hilarious. Anyway, that's a...
It's actually the electrical transformers. It's not the gears.
Okay.
That's cool.
Not
anymore
So
either.
the New York subways do something similar. And everybody thinks that it's patterned to be after a West Side Story song, but it's not. But that's because both of those trains were manufactured and built by Bombardier.
Here.
Bombardier.
This has been Subway Talk.
I can't hear you, what? Because it's a subway.
Yeah.
The
no.
plebe rails, yeah.
Yeah. Plebeian.
That sounds like what
subway
a
that
really
has
nasty
metal
she
tracks.
bro would say if he was trying to like hook up with somebody.
Yuck.
Oh, BART trains. Yeah. The
Bon.
Bay Area Rail Transit System.
Oh. Bart. Barf.
I think that's what that stands for.
Makes sense.
Tell me on Subway Talk.
So, how are the creatures with her?
Regional, that's it.
Can I do some kind of like roll to see if I can determine any other?
Do you have any
Synopsis?
perception-based cantrips? Because you could use them.
No, and this wouldn't really be a dream interpretation of any kind. No, I don't.
I mean, I could, put like chicanery shit through it and fuck up people's perception, but I don't think that's helpful.
They lose all sense of direction and start crashing into walls and
What
shit.
is a perception-based cantrip? What are some examples?
Mostly they're soothsay cantrips.
But,
Fair enough.
I mean, well, no, that's not really the same thing, I guess.
Like maybe I can cast chicanery through it, but I'm not quite ready to.
Don't go fucking it up yet.
Don't go fucking my heart.
Waterfalls. Oh.
I couldn't if I tried. Don't go fucking my. I won't go fucking your heart. Don't go fucking my heart.
Because-
My heart. My heart.
Trick of the Light can be countered with perception. Same thing with Veiled Eyes.
It's kind of the opposite, right? In a
Yeah,
way.
like they're affecting people's
I won't go
perceptions.
fucking your heart. So for this specifically, I'll just let you know. For Tattletale, dedicating a person or object, blah, 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 blah. Dedication as a focus lasts for 1 day per success rolled. The seer can scry through a focus whenever she likes, but must place all of her concentration into such scrying. It does say the changeling can use any perception-based cantrip through the focus once a connection has been established. So it's actually Tallis who has to do it.
Ah.
Cool.
So
So he can cast chicanery through it.
If he wants to. Well, it sounds like we are on a time limit.
I need to learn more about her before we decide if we're going to fight her off or not. How can we do that?
What we do know, she was taking a bath, asked some dude to hand her her coat, and he ran off with it.
And even
Fast
if
forward
I went
20
into my
years.
father's dream, it would still be what he remembers her as. It wouldn't necessarily tell me the truth.
30 years. And,
Might still have some insight into that moment that he has buried away. I think it's worth a try.
It's better than nothing, I guess.
go into your own dream memory of her. How did she behave towards you when you met her?
Oh,
as
she
a
was
child?
awful. She was like an old crone from my nightmares.
So other than ugly,
No, but I mean,
Burn.
she showed up and she said, I am the things nightmares are made of. I'm here for my coat. Rah, rah. It was terrifying. I became a changeling. I crystallized so I could throw a fireball at her.
Toasty.
Toss me.
okay. See, that's something. That's at least beyond a man reacting negatively to being tempted by a woman. We actually have you, being approached by her in a way that was threatening.
If she is.
And most recently, the details of your interaction with her?
Still all nightmares, talking about the coat and saying that
Still all
people only remember their nightmares. She didn't want to hear anything about beauty or goodness or hope. The things I usually like to talk about.
So I guess you two won't be besties, huh?
No, of course not.
So, based on that,
That's a question.
What's your question?
It is.
why would you want to give her the coat back? Because it was hers?
Because
Oh, wait.
maybe losing the coat turned her into this creature. Maybe she wasn't like that before. I need to know what she was before.
Any creature of the dreaming with a treasure like this would possibly do anything to get it back. It's also, taking it away from your father is also going to be devastating to him.
Maybe it's like that Disney movie Moana. What if it's
Make
like
way, make way.
Where
What about it? There's a chicken on the ocean. That's the part I remember.
If you steal, yeah, okay, I get it.
Oh,
You steal the stone, you turn into a monster, or you
Right.
give it back, you
Right.
just go take a nap. Cool. So basically, we need to feed her a Snickers.
I hope I'm wrong and I don't have to take the coat away from my father, but if he stole it and it destroyed her life,
Marley's just
Pretty much.
angry.
20 years of anger, man. I don't know what to tell you. It would do a lot.
Yeah, she likes candies. Give her a Snickers. Done.
Is it possible, John, if I go and look at, oh no, he still has Gerald's wearing the coat, so I can't look at it anymore.
Yeah, the coat's not currently in your.
Based on what I've heard,
sorry.
which is, it was a creature who left it on the shore while bathing,
Yep.
and it's a treasure. Is it possible that this is a Selkie coat?
God no.
Okay, because it's been gone for so long from her.
Partially because it's gone for so long, and partially because you are very intimately aware of what Selkie coats feel like.
Right.
look like.
yeah, you are.
That's. You want one? Yeah.
When Brahmin K banged, was she like wearing the coat still?
Okay.
Okay.
She would have never left that coat out of her sight.
On the shore. Yeah, yeah.
Ever.
No, that's fair.
Maybe she
And-
made Brahm wear the coat.
I'm just thinking on the shore is still kind of but you wouldn't
It's
leave
within
it
sight.
away.
It's within sight, and
yeah.
history is full, and tales are full of I just took my coat off to bathe. Oh, you took it. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
But
that's the apocalypse.
But also, without her coat, she would have probably just started withering away.
Right, right, okay, right, because it would have been removed anyway. Yeah, that's fair.
But they're also specifically made of sealskin. This coat does not look like it's made of sealskin. It looks more like a wool coat.
Right, right, okay. But it is a treasure, as we've kind of determined. So it's that's fair.
Kyoko returns.
Oh, hello.
From the other side.
He's in his room. I've made sure he can't leave without us knowing.
Thank you.
It seems that Marley is on her way.
And
taking
she looks
too
over
long.
at Tallis, who's still like staring directly into this thing.
Nothing new has appeared, right?
No, but Tallis is maintaining it because he's trying to listen. Although every once in a while you still hear those three tones and like the of a train moving by.
Do you think he'll sleep, Kyoko?
No, he's scared. He's scared of you. I don't think that's necessarily inappropriate. I don't know if you've had a look at yourself when you get excited.
I'm not excited, I'm angry.
Oh,
It's an important distinction.
I'm angry because this whole time I was telling myself that it was the right and noble thing to defend my father's coat because he was the one who should own it. And now I'm second guessing all of that. He could have done irreparable damage.
or he stole a valuable object from somebody who is already evil.
Exactly. I need to know what it is.
How can you best find out?
Either way, he's a thief. That won't ever change. He stole it. So, that's a fact.
So, do you think that no matter what she is, she deserves the coat back patches? You would
Not
give her-
necessarily. I'm just trying to find what facts we do know.
Yep, he's a thief.
Technically, so are you.
Oh, yes.
All of you. Or is all of that blood that was left in a refrigeration unit yours to begin with?
I prefer to think of us as liberating it, but that's a
Yeah, because
matter
we've
for
done
another
so much
time.
with it.
Then by the same token, perhaps he simply liberated the coat.
Incisor, do you have any ideas, or are you just going to insult him again?
Oh,
Okay, that's veiled threat.
yikes!
That one, however, is going to be charisma intimidation.
Cool.
Unless you also like strike a pose as you say it.
Sass.
Is it still diff 6?
Yes.
That's 6 successes.
Whoa.
She just wets her pants. Like, ah!
And
Queen
Sophia's
of
not trying to be
intimidating
scary in
red
this
cats.
moment. She's like
pretty impressive.
genuinely asking, but I think
But
some of
there
the
was
anger
still a-
probably slips out.
There's still a veiled threat.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Here's what I know. He's scared of me. Because he has a tie to who we are, but he doesn't understand it. Because he only keeps in touch with us every once in a while. But he draws his inspiration from this. But the only person who knows your father better than anybody in this room has got to be his companion. The one who's been with him all this time.
Where is Peeps?
Surveying the area, wasn't it?
Perhaps if you called out for him from the garden, he might come.
I'm gonna go to the garden door.
Kyoko follows you.
That's fair.
Incisor doesn't.
That's fair.
You go outside.
Yeah.
So as you go outside, Kyoko is out with you. Yo, she is fucking scary.
You can say that again.
That's not even fair.
Hey, it's her dad. It's her world. It's her whole world view being threatened now.
You get to be scary plenty, wouldn't you say?
For a moment, I felt like I'd done something wrong to the entire universe. Something like I had disrespected the constant of gravity, or like changed the Pythagorean theorem or some shit.
Some days I think Lady Sophia might be the whole universe.
Don't let Kyoko hear you say that.
In a manner of speaking, Incisor.
I don't even care if it's a manner of speaking. You don't say that in front of your woman.
Well, if she was going to hear me, she already did. Like, fuck.
Hey, Brom, this thing shoots through walls, too.
Yeah, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
At least it was a deagle.
So, Marley was always evil. What do we do? Kill her?
Yes.
Marley was actually beautiful. Because that's what matters to
Return the
Sophia.
coat and watch Gerald fall away.
Dude, she tried to kill you. And some things you don't forgive. She tried to get in the way of what, like, true love? That's kind of bullshit.
Did she know
Unknowingly,
that we
yeah.
were trying to save true love, or did she just see the person associated to the person who stole her everything?
Yo, I don't know. I'm on Tinder and I can't even open up the app, okay? I don't know shit about love.
You tap on it. You touch the icon, it opens.
Yeah, I know that part.
Okay, cool. It
Fine.
says you have a match. You can tap on that, and also there's a section called your matches. You can scroll through the people and tap on them and chat with them.
Kung Fu Fenris, not by a 45. That's a 5.0 caliber. That's not 4.5. That bullet will put a hole in the world.
Yeah, because a 45 is so much smaller.
Yeah, exactly.
Having fired them both, there's a surprising difference.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So you're outside.
Yes. Peeps.
Stillness.
I
A
keep,
light breeze.
keep calling a few more times. Progressively louder.
Someone down below, someone's like, the fuck?
And then you hear flapping of wings. And then you see Peeps kind of crest out from behind a building, and he starts to swing down towards you. And as he starts to move, you see like he's, you know, pretty majestic with his wings and all that.
It's realistic.
And
He's
that's
flying right
when
towards
you
her.
see little one fly up from the bottom and
God damn it!
and then just land on.
Peeps! Spit him out. Now. Spit him out. No, bad little one. Open your mouth. I want to go over to try to open her mouth.
What the shit is going on?
Come on. Spit it out.
Little one looks like she's trying to swallow.
No, and I want to like pat her on the back of the
Dogs,
head.
All right.
animals.
Do you have any animal ken?
Yeah, she does.
I do. I have two.
All right, roll me your manipulation animal ken.
Excellent. What a roll.
Any animal, you
Yeah.
catch them with something in their mouth,
Yeah.
they know what to do.
Yeah. No, bad.
Swallow it and then take the punishment.
Yeah, exactly. They know what's
One
up.
success.
Okay, so as you're like smacking the dragon around a bit, you can feel some kind of, it's very cold around her nostrils right now. And then she opens up, not her teeth, but her lips, enough to show that Peeps is there in the mouth, like with this wide-eyed, like, oh fuck, look on his face.
That's very funny.
But he's still there in the mouth.
Peeps, can you like push up somehow?
This is intolerable.
Peeps!
Babe, for fuck's sake.
I want to try to like pry her jaws open.
And then her.
Can we hear any of this? I feel like we should come to the
Yeah,
rescue a little bit.
first you hear Peeps, Peeps, Peeps.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, God.
Bad little
Bad.
you
bad.
hear this?
Yeah, so I'm
I
gonna...
want you to roll me your strength animal ken, please.
Oh, great. What could possibly go wrong?
Difficulty is 8.
I'm on my way out.
Hurry, Rob.
I would hope that I can also try to do the same.
That's a botch. Oh, no! Peeps.
Okay, so as you are trying to wrench it open, little one thinks this is a game.
Oh God!
So she dances to the left, and then she dances to the right,
No!
and then sneezes, and
Oh my God!
you feel this wave of cold just cascade over you. Roll me your stamina.
Oh, great.
Does she spit out peeps while she
Diff?
sneezes?
6.
2.
Your hair freezes in place.
Oh,
Beautifully.
But it looks
it's
kind of nice.
fucking gorge, I bet.
Yeah, if by looks kind of nice, you realize that a lot of the frost that's over it is essentially dragon snot. So it sort of blasts your face and pushes your hair back, and Peeps starts to shiver inside the mouth.
Wait, Peeps is still inside the mouth?
Oh,
Even
yeah.
after the sneeze? Oh my God.
That's horrible.
Brom!
I'm just gonna march
And then-
straight out towards little one.
No! No!
And you see Peeps just slide back and then gone.
No! No!
Marching straight out towards little one.
Okay.
How do you make a dragon vomit?
Oh, I can do that.
What? Why do you sound so sure
All
of
of
yourself?
her friends are coming out. This is the best day.
I had to, she lived in my apartment.
Oh my God,
She
you're
ate her
right.
fair share of things she shouldn't have.
Little one. It was a great 5 or 6 sessions that we were keeping you, but I think we gotta get you, buddy. Shing! Sorry, bud.
I want to go straight up to little one. Hug,
Yeah.
flip, Heimlich.
What's your strength?
3.
I am
How long are your arms?
That's long?
this big.
She's a bit too big for that now.
For
you, anyway.
as this is being attempted, can I join her and kind
so
of pile
as you
on?
start hugging her, she's
like,
like,
"Oh,
and then just essentially jumps up and dive bombs you into the ground, dragging you along into the dirt. This is the best moment. Now people are playing with her.
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna
Wrestling.
play too. Yeah, great. I'm gonna wrestle alongside Patches, and we are going to together. We're just gonna be 1, 2, 3.
So I want you to
3.
both roll your strength medicine.
This is going to be awful.
Yep.
Your
Diff.
difficulty is only 7,
Okay.
but you have to reach a certain number of successes to successfully get Peeps out.
I'd like to-
This is an extended action, and I also know how many rounds Peeps can last in this stomach. So
Spend a point of willpower.
instead of point of willpower. Okay?
Whoa.
You.
Well,
Babe.
you said diff 7, right?
There's 7.
Uh-oh.
1.
1. Sorry, yeah, because I spent a point of willpower.
Okay. So, and then little one has this odd look on her face, like the wrestling turned rough.
3, 2, 1.
Can we go again?
So you have 2, then now you have 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Peeps just in a block of ice.
Oh my fucking god.
Just and lands on the ground and just starts sliding until it starts floating in the pond like a parrot ice
Oh
cube.
my gosh.
Toucan ice cube?
Toucan.
I want to go and try to get
Toucan,
Peeps
play it then.
out of the pond.
So as you put your hands on it, it's too cold for you to touch.
Can I
Absolutely
create
ridiculous.
fire on my hands?
Yes.
Cool. That's what I'd like to do.
Alternately, you could just manipulate the ice.
And yet,
Sophia likes fire.
Let them burn.
You see Peep's eye shifting under the ice,
Oh.
and then this sort of and he can't move his beak
That
enough to talk properly.
Is so horrible. This is
That's 2 successes. On
really
my
didn't think
little
this was gonna work.
casting some little
Okay,
fires.
you got some little fires.
great. I'd like to use that to pick up the ice without
it
Okay.
burning or freezing my hands.
Yeah.
And then once it's on, just kind of gently massage around the outside of the block of ice with my
So
fire hands.
the ice starts to shrink, and meanwhile, little one is just like,
That wasn't very fun, was it? You probably shouldn't eat magical toucans called peeps.
To be fair, there's no way you could have known.
Does look pretty tasty.
she was so proud of herself.
Probably tastes like chicken.
As the ice melts,
Magical chicken.
first his head gets loosened.
Oh, peeps. Are you all right?
I would have gotten out of that.
But I was afraid that you would draw your sword and cut your way out of little one, and she's a friend. We couldn't have that. You're just too strong.
Your friends play very rough.
Yes. Yes, they do.
And when you get out, he is just like a shivering little bird.
Here.
And he hops up.
Sits in my fire hands? No, I meant like, I meant like sit nearby.
It smells like chicken in the air.
Rotisserie.
Mab actually isn't laughing. Mab is just looking over and just... She's never been eaten by a dragon.
It's true.
So he starts warming himself, and he turns around and he's preening his feathers by your hand and like shaking his tail feathers out. By the way, you can also melt your hair if you want at this point.
Blow up.
Nice.
So it doesn't like snap off.
Yeah, that would be
That's
bad.
not how frozen hair works.
I know. But we're also in the dreaming, and dragons don't normally exist.
That's true. That's fair.
Gain one banality. No.
Oh.
Don't. I did have to do that in the LARP, though. Like, if people just started being sarcastic too much about, like, oh, that wouldn't happen in real life, I'd be like, I guess it wouldn't. Take one banality. And they'd be like, but what? And I'd be like, it's... And that's how I kept people in character.
Fair.
It's just that I guess I've had way too many people freak out about frozen hair around me, and I'm tired of it. So
You
that's all.
can actually snap
Yes,
hair off.
if it's ultra cold.
Oh,
Anyway,
damn.
Yes.
yes,
careful
magical
of that.
dragon frozen could snap hair. Thumbs up, dreaming.
Peeps, I need to know everything you know about Marley. Have you seen her at all over the past 20-odd years?
Who's Marley?
Marley is a creature who is the owner of the coat.
But,
Oh my god.
Fuck, ow.
like, she's getting bigger now, and it's harder for, like... She's now about, actually, a little bit bigger than you are.
Wow.
That's where
Okay.
I'm from.
I was, okay. Thought I could take her easy, but cool.
Sorry, what were you saying?
The Coat of Wishes. She's the original owner of it.
The original owner? Mm-hmm. Did she build it?
She had it. It was hers. My father stole it from her. And now she's coming back for it, and I need to know, have you seen a sort of crone-looking creature with claws over the past couple of decades?
Clearly she's evil, and she needs to be destroyed.
It's not that simple.
I don't see why anything would be different.
Of course you wouldn't.
The fuck did I ask you for anyway?
So you don't have any information to give me, basically. What were you doing flying around surveying the area? What did you see?
I find this line of questioning tiresome.
Fine. I should have left you in the dragon. I'm gonna get up and leave.
And then there's this and then he like gets up and he shakily tries to fly, but he can't because his wings are still completely like cold and wet. So he starts waddling along. You're taking the fire away.
That's right.
I need that fire.
Well, I need to know things about Marley, Peeps, and you can't tell me, even though you claim to be the wisest creature in the universe.
I am the wisest creature.
Apparently not. I don't have time for this.
Those are hurtful words.
I have to get the answers from somewhere. And it isn't you, then I will find another source. Goodbye, Peeps.
Hey, on people disappointing Sophia.
Turn on my heel and start walking.
The soap opera that's sweeping the nation.
Seriously.
He can't see the castles.
What? Turn back.
He can't see the castles.
He used to be able to.
Without the coat, he never would be able to.
But
Why are
with
you
the
trying to take the coat away from him?
I don't want to.
If you do, not only will he not see the castles, he won't see me. No matter what I do to try to protect him, it won't matter.
I don't take this decision lightly, Peeps. That's why I need to know more about Marley.
I don't care about her.
I know you don't. I don't have that luxury.
So you would choose her over me?
Not necessarily. I need to know more. It's wrong, Peeps.
What's wrong?
What if Marley sought to bring beauty to the world just like I do? Just like my father does now? What if that was her life? Because of the coat, and the coat was taken, and it turned her into this creature that's full of wrath and bitterness.
He can't write without the coat.
He can.
He cannot. It's a drug to him now. The only thing keeping him going. He's been
Cold turkey.
witness to so many great things that so many others have never seen.
I imagined it on my own before I crystallized. So why couldn't he do the same?
He used to be able to, but he's been exposed too long.
That's not a good enough reason. Because he's addicted to something, I have to keep it with him? No. The reason is, if Marley's evil and will do harm with the coat, then she doesn't get it back. That is the only reason, Peeps. We have to be strong in this.
He's never spoken to me about this. But I know that he's afraid when he doesn't wear the coat.
Of course he is.
But he isn't guilty when he wears it.
He is now.
Are you sure?
He lied to my face about how he got it.
He's been lying about that coat since he got it. Your mother doesn't know where it comes from. Your brother doesn't know where it comes from. And they think that it's a charming, good luck coat, not knowing what it actually is.
Peeps, I appreciate what you're trying to say, but if none of your words include information about Marley, facts that I can use, I'm really not interested.
I told you, your father doesn't feel guilty when he wears the coat. If he was truly a thief, and if he truly believed that he was stealing from somebody who deserved the coat more than he did, perhaps he would. It is either that or your father is a sociopath. Like me.
What?
The world is beneath me.
So that's it? Because he doesn't feel guilty, that's it?
I'm saying that is a start for you to find out the information from your father himself.
It's a start.
I have never met this Marley. I've never encountered her. She has never approached your father.
That confuses me.
Perhaps she cannot. Perhaps it's me.
Oh, you were there
You would think so.
at the cabin, at Christmas and New Year's.
I was
She
not
approached
outside
me.
with you.
Well, you're not with him now.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Come on.
Bam! Oh shit, that's a deagle.
Deal. That would definitely be like a 24, like, end of episode, like, but who's with him now? Oh.
So you're headed inside?
Yeah.
I have to sneeze like super bad.
Would you like water in the meantime?
Yes.
Great.
Should we take a tiny repose?
I'm gonna
Is it time?
drink some water.
Can you also fetch the tiny screwdriver that's in the little pencil well of Bliss's desk?
The littlest pencil well.
There's a voice. Oh! Invisis, God.
So in the desk, like inside the little...
The worst thing Kiefer Sutherland ever did was get massively drunk and tackle a Christmas tree. Or possibly get a DUI while he was a spokesman for Ford. Yes, please. Thank you. It's all up to me. Yeah. Also, 24 was that guilty pleasure that I super had and that Scott, I believe, also super had. It's fine. You do that. It's okay. It's not the first time that our lips will have touched something that we've shared. Yeah, DUI. That's driving while under the influence.
Hello. Tidying up the kibbles while I'm here.
And I don't think 24 is worse than those two. I think that 24 has some troubling aspects to it, such as like, and they tried to fix it, right? Like their whole thing, like at first, torture was a thing that he did, and then they were like, ooh, I feel super bad about all that torture. Sorry, guys.
So you just got on the old horse instead, but anyway. That's a whole other thing.
But also, 24 was the sort of show that should have ended after season 3, to be honest. Season 4 was passable, and season 5 was dog shit, and it didn't get better.
Well, oh, hang on, I want to plug in before I say this.
Do tell.
Well, I actually just want to connect this to Changeling then, John. I feel like one of the weaknesses of a show like that is that it depends on ever-increasing stakes, and that's unsustainable. You just can't. It gets stupid after a point. And we have a great,
Well, there was more than one season of 24.
48,
There were like,
72.
there
Yeah,
were more than
36.
8.
What?
They,
Like,
we
'cause
did,
there
they
was
did a
8,
new one
and then
too.
they did like a mini season, and then they did a new one, but it didn't have Kiefer Sutherland in it, I think.
Yeah, I think it was just, what's her name?
24
Chloe.
over again.
With the hair.
24 over again. 20 more.
But here's the thing: the first season of 24, the big thing was that there was a plot to assassinate a presidential candidate. That was the big bad. The second one, they dropped a nuke.
Or they were going
Yeah,
to.
no, they dropped it.
That's true.
They
That's true.
fucking
That's
dropped
right,
it. I am spoiling 24 for you, but like it's been, almost
15, 20 years.
15 to
20,
20 years,
15
yeah.
years, so like it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dropped a nuke in season 2. Now, they managed to drop it in a place where it didn't actually kill anybody, or at least didn't kill
Like,
a lot of people.
yeah.
Yeah, they dropped a fucking nuke. And the third one, it was a medical. It was like a virus that could have wiped out like basically all life in the Eastern Seaboard or something like that,
It
like
was
something
gonna be a
crazy.
big deal.
Jack's daughter did not die from that nuke. Jack's daughter survived in. She ended up in a fallout shelter with somebody who ended up being nuts, and she had to like escape that. Also, a mountain lion.
Did tell Kate
Yeah.
in that.
Jack tells Kate he isn't coming back.
No.
That's a track that I could play right now because I really like that track, but we're
Yes.
not doing it because the music in 24 was excellent. But yeah, and then season 4, it ended up being a plot that you were supposed to think that it was
You have
like
thank you, but no.
you were supposed to think that it was like Islamic terrorists, and then it wasn't. I think it was, and then in season 5, they were like, let's kill half the cast in the first 10 minutes to show you that we're not fucking around.
Daddy's 24.
Yeah,
and
which
you're
was
like,
just
"Yeah,
super
come
dumb.
on."
Super fucking dumb. Anyway, yeah, so join us for Subway and 24 Talk.
Hey,
I still wonder whether I
24.
want to watch like the first 3 seasons again, just because, and, like, just remember like how fucking bonkers it was. Because 24 is the first show that and I think actually to this day, the only show where I would like watch it and I would like realize later on like it's like 4 a.m. and I have to go to school tomorrow and like CJAB, and I kind of think I want to watch one more episode. Like that's how bad it
addictive
was.
in the progression of it. Yeah.
It's me and Kenshin, because I'm a weeb.
Oh, Athos and Three Musketeers. Yeah, but that Three Musketeers was troubling for other reasons.
That is correct.
Chris O'Donnell,
I do.
Oliver Platt.
Yep. Tim Curry.
Batman Killer?
Am I wrong?
Tim Curry was
the
the
Cardinal Richelieu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Tim Curry.
I have to ask a question, by the way, while Liz is sitting down, and I know Liz's answer. Liz's first cartoon crush was Robin Hood from the 1976 Disney.
First and only, if I am understanding this correctly.
Who are your cartoon crushes? First cartoon crush?
That was the first cartoon I watched that had.
Kate's like, I would have crushed on whatever I saw. I don't know what to tell you. Is that not what you're implying? Or?
I know what mine is, and if you both answer, I will.
Whoa.
Like, I think Enzo is definitely a good pick. I would probably go with Enzo.
From Reboot.
Yes,
the
from
Canadian
Reboot.
television
You're
series.
talking about season 3, Enzo.
No, even like little boy Enzo, because I was young. Like my
now
my
I know
bestie
why I like
was
you.
young
Because I liked
girl.
the first 2 seasons
what's
of
her
Reboot,
name?
and I didn't like the third.
The Sprite girl that he
Whoa.
makes friends with, and I wanted to dress as her for Halloween, and I had pants and I had a shirt.
Were you talking about Dot Matrix?
No,
Sister, or-
no, the Sprite that he takes out of the game, and
Oh,
then
the-
that they grow
oh.
up together.
Oh, right.
What the fuck
Forget
is her name?
I have no idea.
Started with an A, I think.
Anyone know Reboot, the Canadian television series?
See, I should have,
It's an
because I knew the guy who
amazing-
made it.
That's right, eh?
But,
Crazy.
who's your first cartoon crush? Quick.
Yeah, no, I know. It's got to be quick, but it's. I'm gonna.
Andrea,
Andrea.
that's it.
Right.
Nice. I'm gonna go with Jasmine from Aladdin, mostly because that's like the animated film I remember watching the most often, and definitely the one I remember being like, the most.
So
I'm ready.
I would be tempted to say that it was Maid Marian.
Yep.
I'd be tempted to say that. But I think if I had to like go with like my first crush and not just like, oh, I think she's like
It's
pretty.
Lady Cluck, isn't it?
Goddamn Lady Cluck.
Lady Cluck.
Because I thought Maid Marian was very pretty, and I thought that she was nice to like I empathized with her, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Anthropomorphic.
But I don't think I crushed on her. I think my first crush was probably Sailor Moon.
Oh,
And
nice.
then the thing is that it was rapidly replaced by every other
All
Sailor
of the other
Scout.
Sailor
Yeah.
Scouts. So that's
So
actually a really good
Tuxedo
point.
Mask also would have been one. I don't know which aired
good
first. And I'm sure there's some from even before that. Like, I didn't have a crush on any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I had definitely had a girl crush on April, though.
Oh, yeah,
Erwin,
for
I'm going to
sure.
point out that
And
Prince
Mulan is
Philip
like-
from Sleeping Beauty is not the best Disney prince. The best Disney prince would be Flynn Rider.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Because he actually has a fucking personality.
Burn.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, you mentioned Jasmine and this and that, and like so many of the Disney, like the Prince Charmings, they're literally just there to be like good-looking dudes that the girls just obsess
weird,
over
yeah.
for no good reason. Yeah, it's like, wow, you're a human. I want to be with you.
Lemon Eater, see, that's the thing. Sailor Moon was a crybaby, and that's why I swapped to the other Sailor Scouts. I just really liked the outfit and the hair.
Gambit.
Kick ass.
Yes. He ends up as one, so what, Cinderella isn't a princess because she only becomes a princess at the end? By that same logic, many of the Disney princesses aren't actually princesses.
Stay
Real
tuned
princesses
for
with friends you make.
Subway 24 and Disney Prince and Princess talk.
Yep, she's a fake too.
Oh my god, I didn't realize we were opening such a can of worms.
Mic drop.
But I think we can all agree, Fox Robin Hood, ultimate bae.
Someday we'll have to watch that because I haven't seen it since I was an infant.
Okay. I mean, I had this reaction when you said you hadn't seen The Princess Bride.
I have this vague sense of having watched it, but
Kate,
no
I think I
recollection.
know what we're doing after this session. It's not
eating
what we're
ice
doing
cream.
after the session.
Bingo, bongo, bango. It's pretty good.
All right, we're going to go back to Peeps. We're going back to Peeps.
Beeps.
Oh, is he still an
Erwin,
asshole?
this isn't over. I'm just pointing out. Bring it? Oh, I'll bring it. I'll bring it until it's bride.
it's
I'll
already
bring
been
it, buy the t-shirt, wear it, go home, wear out the t-shirt, use it as a rag, and throw it out. That's how much I'm going to bring it.
Seems very specific.
I think he's got a lot to make up for. So I think he's overperforming because he knows that he's wrong.
Oh, cool.
No, I'm overperforming for a reason I can't say on stream. Now you understand.
Does it have to do with what he is or isn't wearing on his bottom half?
The answer
We'll
may
find
surprise
out.
you.
My bottom half.
Okay.
I
There it
see naked ankles.
Pants? Oh!
Yeah, you do. It isn't what I can say. Oh right, no, we already went to this. They're heading towards the
Yeah.
derp.
Damn it, Peeps, the's no time for your pontificating.
I'm totally going to pontificate. It's what I'm best at.
Damn it, Peeps.
I am the most pontificates.
Well, as much as I've promised to look after Lady Sophia, I'm going to watch that Peeps doesn't get eaten again. That's what I'm doing.
Aw.
Little one, everyone starts to leave, and she's like,
It's all right, little one. I still like you. Okay, I'm definitely the least cool. That's all right though. Come here, you. Flinging ice spit at me. I'm like,
The shards are in my eyes.
it burns.
as you head towards the guest rooms, you see that Tallis is still staring at the thing, and it's still dark. But then you see a shaft of light just pierce, and you see one side of her face, haggard, drawn, sagging, even more so than when you were fighting her upon the somnambulus.
Oh no.
And then she fully emerges into light. And you can see that she's still in the dreaming, but close. The vague echoes of Concordia University surrounding you. Now, y'all want to check on a map. Concordia is at the metro station Guy Concordia on the Green Line. Guy is actually spelled Guy.
Station?
Guy.
Concord? Yeah.
It's one stop away from Atwater, otherwise known as Atwater.
It's not known by many people by that name.
By here, I definitely
Atwater.
noticed that. People who frequented it, I think
That's
at some point
Dawson,
decide.
that's a good
Yeah.
point.
That's where the freehold is located. So it's about a 7-minute walk, I would say. If you're going at a brisk pace.
10. Let's say 10.
10, it's actually closer to 10.
Let's just say it's 10 for roundness.
And more if you stop for all-you-can-eat sushi on the way.
Or into
Oh,
any of
Tokyo
the
sushi.
other
We haven't been to Tokyo
delicious.
sushi in so long, we should
Well,
go.
it's not called Tokyo Sushi
No,
anymore, I
it's
don't
something
think.
else.
It's changed it.
We should go.
We should.
Now.
and an extra 4 hours if you're gonna watch like Avengers or anything, you know.
Or if you're gonna
Did you eat there
eat
at the Avengers?
dumplings, or
Thought
get
about
pad thai, or
Bubble tea or some bubble tea.
have
down
some
that
bubble
way, too?
tea. Basically, it's
Stop
become
at
our second.
1861.
And then you get to your father's room, and he's sitting on the bed.
Oh.
He looks up.
You're all right?
Yes, I'm fine. And he stands up and he's trying to, you can see that he's trying to reassert his dadness, but something's changed between the two of you.
Okay, well, Peeps is here. He's going to watch over you while you're here.
Yes, of course I am. It's my duty.
Sorry. Talking shop.
Marla, you should get some rest.
I believe you two need to speak. I will stay here and moderate. You don't need to thank me. It is, of course, what I'm best at. I'm the one who moderated truce between night and day.
I'm not there. But I don't believe you.
Go fuck yourself.
You know, that's fair.
Oh, it tastes like scum.
Yuck. I'm so sorry.
For you two,
Yes.
you're still in the exhaust, I assume?
Well, I'm still out in the garden with little one. But I suppose if Peeps did leave, it's not like we need to be guarding Peeps anymore, so we can be heading back inside. We do know that she's on her way and may emerge soonish. Actually, do we have a view from up here of
The road? Yeah, we can see
You can
towards.
see down onto St. Catherine.
yeah. that's
St.
the one.
Catherine is the
Probably
street
saw
that would
Tallis.
lead
Alexis
down towards Key Concordia. So you can see Alexis Neon.
Right, that's what I meant.
The
Yes, you're
mall.
right.
Go look up Alexis Neon. Alexis space Nihon.
I think there's a I
Page
think it's
on
on
our
the
RPG
wiki
clinic
actually. Yeah,
under locations.
That location's there.
That's where Tallis gave you a cold iron scar.
Shing!
Whoa.
TOS.
TOS. I mean, it's like there. I'm not.
Is it? Well, can we monitor from up here
You could.
if we think she's visible? It's a fair assumption.
She is in the dreaming, so
For now, but she has to emerge via a trod, right? Like,
not necessarily.
yeah. Would there be another way to emerge from the
She's
dream?
Chimera. Rules are different for her.
Would I know those rules?
You know they're different.
Okay, that's cool. All right, that's fair.
That's enough I'm going to give you.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So much for my theory. Then, yeah, I guess I could set up a lookout,
Just set up a sniper's perch.
basically.
Blah.
Okay.
Fair.
Roll me your intelligence firearms. You're gonna roll me your perception awareness, because as she's doing this, she can't be looking at it.
That's fair.
I should point out that at any time I may limit your speaking. I don't know. I was frightened when it happened. And I think part of that was that I was frightened about how tempted I was, and I think I was frightened about how tempted I was. In that one moment, I felt like I could leave everything behind. I know you've heard the stories. Men who get led astray and never come back. Men who are so powerfully tempted that they leave behind everything. And at the time, I didn't know whether I was so tempted because I essentially thought that my life was already lost, or whether I was tempted because she was doing so.
You are stronger than that feeling.
But I took the coat. And while I'd like to tell you that I took it because I thought it would limit her hold on me,
In truth,
in truth, I took it because she scared me and I wanted to feel powerful over her.
do you feel guilty for taking it?
And I look at Peeps.
Peeps looks so fucking satisfied right now, like, and he's much better at looking smug than a normal bird would be. Much like Mab can bring it when she wants to. No,
Why not?
because I think she wanted to hurt me, and I think she wanted to take me away from you. Because whatever she was doing with that coat, I know I use it so that I can see who you really are. And not who I think you are when I take it off.
If you were to lose the coat, what do you think would happen to you?
It wouldn't matter to me.
What wouldn't?
If I take off the coat, I forget things.
Yes, you told me.
And then I forget that I forget things. And eventually I wouldn't miss the coat. And I wouldn't miss knowing who you really are. And so I'd be fine with it. Because I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know enough to be sad. And I don't think that I would write again. I wouldn't have to.
I don't believe that you wouldn't write anymore.
I've burned bright. And this coat is the only thing keeping this candle from flickering out.
I don't believe that. That's wrong.
Are you accusing your father of lying?
Yes. I'm accusing him of not knowing himself.
I don't know how to make it any clearer to you. I signed a deal and I could not write. I put the coat on and I could. I finished it in one night. And then I swore to myself that I wouldn't need to rely on it. That I was better than it.
And did you keep your promise?
No,
No, you didn't.
because I took the coat off and I couldn't write again.
The coat made it easy. The coat made it easy, but the absence of the coat doesn't make it impossible. It just makes it harder. People have to do that all the time.
I'm not like you. I tried to give you the life that you could have.
You gave me a wonderful life.
The coat gave you.
No, you did. And I've never known you without the coat.
I mean, no, because I have a pretty rockin' coat.
Thanks, Dad.
Patches.
Yeah,
3 successes.
and I rolled 0.
Oh, nice. There you go. So, Patches,
Boss.
you get set up, and it becomes painfully obviously right away that Brahm is no good as a spotter.
Excuse me, today.
That's
But okay, I'm like,
You don't have the same kind of training that she does. Have you ever acted as a sniper's spotter before?
yes, no. Establish a fact? No.
Fuck out of here, 5 guys.
Yay! Oh,
I
sorry.
guess
Jeez.
the thing is, right now, I'm more
Hi,
interested
Chase, by the way.
Hey.
in watching, like being a spotter, like looking for targets rather than like sniping. I'm not going to instantly kill her because we're still on the fence about that. So
The thing is, so here's the thing. If you are a sniper,
yeah,
the reason why snipers have spotters is
Yeah.
because you essentially can see what's in your
yeah.
scope.
So I guess I wasn't trying to set up a sniping thing to murder someone. I was trying to set up a lookout.
Okay,
Yeah.
clear. So, roll me your awareness then instead of your firearms.
Awareness and
Sorry, your
alertness.
perception alertness.
Alertness.
I'll keep my 0.
You will.
Okay.
Classic Brahm.
No successes.
Okay, so neither of you can see her.
Great.
That's gonna be cool.
No.
But then you hear someone coming up from behind you.
Turn around.
And the dragon just settles down and makes a very big show of trying to imitate Patches exactly. And then she starts trying to muscle you out of the way so that she can look into the scope.
Damn it, little one.
And put it to her eye.
That was so cute. Surprised yourself. Oh.
We're looking for someone. There's someone bad who's here to hurt Sophia's dad. So,
I have to take better care of my dads in these games, guys.
keep them away from drugs. The drugs are bad.
and drugs.
okay?
The drugs.
God damn it.
Yes.
So,
I should point out, my father, to my knowledge, has never abused drugs and is doing just fine, thank you. And I also, having met Liz's father, he's a gem.
My dad's watching right now. He's just like smoking a joint.
whatever.
You tell
gone.
daughter.
Man, I wonder whether I could wear the coat.
Oh, Jesus.
Also, there's somebody who just walked by the window.
Creepy.
Awesome.
Hello, creepy person.
Hey there.
Hello.
Go away.
Going through the gate, carrying garbage bags.
Oh, so then it's
Might be a
probably
thief.
yeah, definitely. Thief. Garbage thief.
Probably Pierre.
Yeah.
Hi, Pierre.
Thanks for your work.
Is it
What were we just doing before all that?
the Asher's looking
Yeah.
super cute.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Do you think you could be on the lookout? You can look for bad guys. Yeah. Actually, one bad lady. What's she looking at?
what is she looking at?
And then she takes a step back, and her pupils have gone shrunken to a point.
I want to see what she's looking at.
You look in the scope,
I'm looking the way she's been looking.
Yeah, I also look
you don't
behind.
see anything. And then she tilts her head. She takes a very deep breath.
Oh fuck! Hit
Gonna
the
clear
deck.
the path of wherever
Go
she's
back to
going to
you.
breathe.
Oh.
Yeah.
The point's moot now, isn't it?
What do you mean?
I'm going to have to give this back.
Not necessarily.
Moderating is difficult. I would appreciate some sustenance if that wouldn't be too much trouble. And absent-mindedly, your father just reaches in and hands a wish to Peeps, who just snaps it with his beak.
Somehow I have to determine who is more deserving of the coat.
Clearly, I don't deserve the coat even if she doesn't.
If she's going to do harm with it, then I don't want her to have it back. If she's going to take beauty from the world, replace it with ugliness, then no, she does not get the coat. I need to know. I don't know how, and we don't have much time.
And that's when you hear the sound of the hammer being pulled back on a Desert Eagle .50 Action Express. Loaded Desert Eagle. The actual gun is just called a Desert Eagle. .50 Action Express is the round it carries. All right. And then you hear Kyoko say, "The garden."
Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah.
I need the two of you to roll initiative.
Oh God, no.
One die plus.
Dex wits.
Yeah, 1 die plus your dex plus your wits.
11.
11 and 16.
Nice.
11 and 16.
Thank God. Rob finally gets the drop
Haven't
on
upped
something.
my
Well, I
dex
mean,
yet.
we'll see, I guess.
We'll find out.
Hit the deck.
No, little one, not my... Ow!
My butt.
Bonk. My butt.
8.
Oh.
Little one is going to use her breath weapon on both of you.
Mother...
Oh, you didn't get that?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh no, she's
Not at all.
been possessed.
Yeah. Now I know. That's terrible.
As soon as the pupils dilated,
I don't know how to unpossess something. This is terrible. Man, I sure wish I had an Amiromancer handy.
hello.
Well, we fucked.
Please, I'm hiding inside.
I believe the next person to declare is Patches.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to cast a cantrip. I'm just trying to...
Then I'll move on to
Yeah.
Brom for now.
My action will be to, in hitting the deck, try to roll towards.
Bye, bro.
Well, if you gotta go, you gotta go. You're on your own, Patches. Fucking 13 stories down.
Sweet release.
Roll towards little one, so I can reach up and try to grapple its muzzle and divert the blast.
Weapon to like the air.
Yeah, that's going to be really bad news,
All right,
but at least
that is an absolute thing that you can do. She is still a tiny dragon. However, I like the squint. Like drink counter,
yeah. Every I'm trying to keep track, but anyway.
slightly delayed.
What the fuck?
All right. For you, that's going to be a roll of dexterity brawl to see
Okay.
if you can do it, and then it's going to be once you achieve that, instead of damage, it's going to be a strength check to see whether you can pull her neck.
Yeah.
Patches.
I'm going to cast... Metamorphosis. I'm going to shrink little one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like grab a thing and then just have it like be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're using metamorphosis. What's your bunk? Oh, sweet! I opened it right to metamorphosis.
Fuck yeah. Meanwhile, I only have so many pages and I keep flipping past it. There we go. I've got it right
This is going
here.
to last for a scene.
Well,
I should point out that this cantrip doesn't change any physical stats.
That's fun.
she's still like dragon strong but tiny.
Yes.
That's like Ant-Man.
my God.
Like Ant-Man.
Well, it's. I mean, here's the thing.
how that works?
This cantrip is
kind of
not
awesome.
terribly well defined. This is. Oh, learn from Gravy.
Hey,
Has become
you.
Elened.
Thank
Just
you for
in
the
time.
Way to go, Chase.
Oh.
Chase is somebody who watches full party, but only in VOD.
Oh, well,
Except for
welcome to the live.
today.
Worms and Giants, the problem is that it's got the same issue that a lot of things would have, which is like, I'll just shrink you and then step on you and you're dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is not
No.
cool. However, shrinking her is going to have effects. It
Mm-hmm.
will definitely do stuff that's good, but it's not going to be like, okay, well now she's tiny and then
Mm-hmm.
all you have to do is just like, flick her in the head and then snap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry, did you say what your bunk was?
Bunk is going to be to pull up some of the
Grass?
grass from the ground and quickly make like one little braid out of like a few quick braids, and then throw it.
It's going to be
at
level
her.
2 bunk. Surprisingly, you aren't sitting in grass. You're sitting on Tallis's marijuana farm. No, it's just grass.
Nice.
So
Sweet.
it's going to be your grapple. Unless you want to delay it until after her cantrip goes off. Because she should have declared before.
No, that's fair, and I think I probably should just so I can
Okay,
grapple
so it's
like
going to
a
go for yours
Okay,
first.
'cause-
regularly sized target.
It'll be easier for him to divert
To
the breath
grapple
weapon
if she's smaller.
if she's smaller. Yes.
Okay, because typically he would act because I didn't want to fuck up his movement by shrinking her first. So
So the trick is that because he knows what you're doing,
Yeah.
he can declare, but he can also say, I will wait until after
okay,
it's happened.
that's fair.
Pretty cool.
Great.
So go.
That costs a willpower
I can
and
reroll.
And you've
7,
got your roll as well?
6, 5. 1, 2,
Technically,
3
you are 5 seconds
successes.
ahead of this, so we have to wait on you.
Okay.
How many successes?
3. So
3 successes?
yeah.
Okay. And how much fey do you have, by the way?
3, which is what I need for Chimera, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, faith.
So shrink to a quarter of normal size.
Okay, so remember how she was like a bit bigger than you are? She's now about the size of like a golden retriever.
I feel really bad about this, but I'm gonna grapple this thing's neck and pull it up into the air.
Wait, more like a German Shepherd.
Okay.
It's still much smaller, but like
Yeah, but it's a
it's
dog.
a big dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's a good dog?
Yeah. Am I
So-
re-rolling this? I
no, you-
rolled
you-
already.
you
Okay.
rolled. What
I
was
did.
it?
I got 6 successes.
Okay, so you successfully established the grapple. Let's see if you're strong enough.
She's
Roll
strong.
just your strength, and it's going to be just her strength. But at the moment, you have leverage on her, so I am only rolling 4 dice, despite the fact that she has usually higher strength than me.
Oh no.
Difficulty is 6.
4 successes.
4 successes will beat my 3.
Just though.
You wrench her head up, and like ice just spews out over the top, and it starts raining down as mist on all of you.
Ice mist.
You can feel the chill rising from her throat as you hold her, but you're no stranger to the cold either, are you?
Nice.
This is what Kyoko hears. This is when she says, "The garden." She pulls the hammer back, drops down in front of the room, and then just starts aiming down the hallway. Oh. I suppose the moderation is concluded.
Peeps. Keep him safe here.
You could be safe too if you stayed.
No.
Scared me.
I want to text Zeron. Why,
Okay.
Let's have more allies, ideally.
I do like a good
and what
ally.
are you texting him?
I am
Remember, he
saying-
doesn't know you're back yet.
Lol.
We're back. An evil creature of the dreaming is attacking the spark.
Okay.
P.S. What are you wearing? P.P.S. Want a fuck? P.P.P.S.
Bring the Duke, we need a spotter.
Yes, that too.
No, but actually, no.
You don't need a spotter now.
No, I don't.
You know the target.
Yeah.
So
Spotted it.
Great.
the text message goes back, but what you get in response isn't a written message, it's just a single, like,
Yay!
I like the thumbs up. So Zeron likes this. Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
Little one is now squirming in your hands. And as the frost is coming down, it's not enough to hurt either of you, but it's so cold as it comes down. Like, if this had hit you, it would have been serious problems. One die, please.
Yep. Can I borrow the book for a second? Thank you. That's a
Cantrips?
good, yeah. Thank you.
14.
14.
15.
13. So I do better, but not better enough.
That's
Uh,
pretty good today.
She's going to try to break the grapple and then ascend to the skies. That's all she's trying to do. While she's looking up her thing, you can throw out an idea.
I plan to make an effigy if I can. I just need to make sure, like, whether or not I have to see the thing right away.
I don't have anything to hand that I can use to try to restrain little one, but
Except your mitts.
what I'd like to no, sorry.
Jesus
I'm really having
Christ.
trouble here. You can't like use a branch.
we're
That's
gonna
not how
move back to
branches work.
Sophia.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would like to grab the sheets from the bed,
Okay.
pull them off, and create a fairy ring. Create a ring around my father and around Peeps, and I'd like to cast
Around you.
fairy. No, I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm going
Level 2 bunk.
fight. Jumping up on the bed.
No, as in you get a level 2 bunk. You
Oh,
pull
that's
the
my
sheets
bunk.
off.
Oh, great. Level 2 is 2, sorry.
2.
Thank you.
it doesn't specify whether
It's
I
not
have.
2 dice, it's a lower your difficulty by 2.
Gotcha.
It doesn't specify whether I have to be looking at the thing I'm copying in the text.
It
It
doesn't.
says that it has to appear in my line of sight.
Yes, it has
Great.
to appear in your line of sight.
Great.
But you can make whatever you want.
I'm going to make an effigy of the coat. And my bunk is going to be taking off my own coat, flipping it around, and like shaking it out and making it turn into the coat of wishes.
So are you making the coat that appears in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Ballsy. I like it. That's a 2nd level bunk. For you?
I would like to make.
Tech-
Yep, go ahead.
So technically I should say you have to maintain the grapple.
Right.
Or you're letting her go.
Unless I let it go.
Yeah.
So I'd like to try to maintain the grapple so that I can try to pin her wings to her body.
Okay, so what you're doing is you're essentially just trying to maintain the grapple and hold her without doing damage?
Yes. I don't want to hurt.
Okay, so then that's a strength brawl.
Strength brawl? Coming up, buddy.
And for me it's a strength brawl, but because she is tinier, again, her effective strength is lower.
I have a lot of dice for this one. This is the thing Brom does, guys. Oh. I do see some ones though.
It's difficulty 6.
I got 2
2 successes to my none.
Oh.
So you hold her tightly to her. 4 successes.
So
That,
it'll last a while.
that means it will last for quite some time unless it's degraded by banality, but you are in a freehold. So
And if it's like physically destroyed or whatever, it'll just disappear into like a puff of
yeah,
glamour.
it goes off into dream stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. So you manage to successfully
An hour. Cool.
Yeah, you manage to successfully pull off your own coat, whip it around, and then as you hold your coat in front of you over top that coat, because effigy, remember, doesn't change something into something else.
No.
It appears in your hand as the woolen coat with many pockets. As the dragon is currently being held, you are now holding a fake coat of wishes.
5 successes,
Okay, the fairy ring seals shut. You can no longer see inside.
which means that it's plus 5 diff to attempts to detect anyone inside or harm them, and anyone who does violate the circle of protection is afflicted with a legendary curse.
Oh yes.
Really bad
no,
one?
this is a hardcore.
Excellent. I want to call in, stay in the ring. I'll be back for you. I love you.
I knew she loved me. She's loved me ever
Shut the
since.
fuck up.
Today on People Disappointing Sophia. Again.
So then you're headed out to the garden?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're passing by Kyoko, and she's following you.
Kyoko, will you guard them?
She immediately drops back down on one knee.
When Zeron arrives, I will have him order them to stay in the ring. And then you can help us. I just need to be sure they don't leave.
Go.
Thank you.
Her ears are like, they are, instead of normally as they are flat, they're now like arched just a bit so that she can hear a little bit better. And her hand is very steady on the weapon. The other one supporting it in its considerable weight.
Nice.
And she waits. Round. You too. It's going to take you a while to
Do I
get there.
see incisor?
No,
How about Tallis?
you don't see anybody.
One.
That is
9.
13.
total?
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
11.
11, 15.
Okay.
Finally. I'm a Darganan, I'm okay. I bust out of a Brahm all day.
Dargan.
Dargan. So it's you first.
Yeah. My action is going to be to try to like maintain control of the grapple and try to shout into Little One's ear to try to break her out of this. I don't know how she's being possessed, but I'm hoping to shake her out of it with the sound of my voice. Seems unlikely.
Okay.
Sophia, I don't want to like do
running
damage
toward
to her.
well, I'm trying to find other people
Okay.
on
so
my way to
you-
the garden. I'm like
So
calling.
as you look in, nobody is in the exhaust currently, but Tallis's reflective bowl is still there.
I want to look at the bowl and call incisor. Like just yell out, basically.
Okay. And Patches.
I'm going to cast Smoke and Mirrors. I'm going to make an illusion to try to calm Little One.
What kind of illusion?
So I want to make her think that it is penance and that all her friends are here and her mom's here, that there's food and drinks and festivities and it's nice and calm and happy.
Bunk?
And I am going to go up and hug Little One. I know she's in the middle of grapple, but I'm going to go up and like give her a little hug.
Okay.
She's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's not bad. 3. Little One's action is to try to break again, and then you also hear many wings flapping and a small drone that's getting louder.
Fucked. Okay. Can I still roll to try to like? Am I at a disadvantage because I'm at
no.
lower initiative or?
No, you maintaining the grapple is literally just a reflexive action that you have to take.
But you're gonna try to. Yeah.
The thing is, you can't take a different action that would involve you being like, well, okay, well, I'm also going to drink this tasty Sprite. Like, you can't do that because you're
Brought to you by
focused on that.
Sprite.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. I scored more ones than successes, but that's a fail, right?
She starts to rip from your grasp. However, you are coming up to her with a hug.
Mm-hmm. 6
Successes?
successes.
Sorry?
6 successes.
Okay, so you manage to catch her tail. That's all you can get, and
Yeah.
it does slip through you because you're
Yeah.
more focused on a cantrip than on
Yeah.
restraining her. But then
It's more to like
the
calm her.
illusion starts to coalesce around you. So now the garden is filled with, it is pennants that you said?
Yeah, so tents and stands and fields and people and the sound of music
And her mother.
and her mother.
So her mother, for those of you who may or may not know, little one is a small dragon, and her mother is a large one.
Yeah.
Dad, one big dragon.
And I guess I want her mother to be making calming sounds. Yeah.
I think that's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Her mother speaks English.
Oh yeah, right.
Learn from gaming, if they act, our players can trigger a secret rule like a drinking game, but they don't know what the rule is each session. If they figure out at the end what that rule is, then they get a bonus point of experience. I don't even know what the rule is. Okay, so Sophia, you see this illusion coalescing into place on the outside of the garden. It's pennants.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, a party. I love parties.
I better go
Is
manage
there
this.
anything in the reflective pool?
No, because Tallis isn't currently activated on it.
Right.
However, when you call out Incisor, you hear from the kitchen, "What is it?" And then Tallis comes out of the kitchen. He's holding just like a glass of lemonade.
Oh. The garden's being attacked.
He puts the glass down.
Oh.
Stay here.
No.
You're right.
Who's attacking? Is it your target?
I think so.
Round. The dragon is now soaring up overhead. You can still hear the drone.
Yeah, not good. 10.
17.
9.
13. So, you first declare.
Still calling for Incisor. Running around the spark.
Okay. Tallis has gone back to the pool and is looking, and he can see the target is now floating above the garden, but not soaring as the dragon is, but literally just floating in a set position very close to where these are, and they clearly can't see her.
Shit.
As my action, I'm going to cast Storm Shroud on myself. My bunk will be to... is that what I want to do? Yeah, because I don't know where she is. Yeah, I want to cast Storm Shroud on myself, so my bunk is going to be to draw my sword, hold it up to the sky, and shout a defiance to the open air. Probably, yeah.
Bro!
I am Brom. Yeah, probably. Yeah, there you go. That's gonna be my action.
Patches. No,
Nope,
first
little
it's
one.
me.
Yeah.
Little one... Little one is confused. Little one hurts herself in her confusion. Let's just see if she can...
You can just bring her to the Poke Hospital if she cares.
I don't like that.
So as little one is circling, there's confusion on her face, not knowing what's going on, and then you see that even from this distance, you're trained in looking at things. Her pupils once again, like, fill her entire eye.
Okay.
She doesn't like her.
Yeah.
Normally, her eyes are just black.
Yeah.
And she just starts to plummet from the sky. Now she's not falling from very high.
Yeah.
But she is just like plummeting, even though she's awake and looking around her. And that is when 50 of those winged creatures that you saw in the dreaming just crest over the side of the edge of the garden, looking outside with their clacking beaks and their ability to tear panels like nothing else. but they start to crest over the side with that loud drone.
I'm going to put on the coat and start singing as my bunk. I'm basically doing an extended bunk. That is what I'm doing this turn. I'm putting on the coat, reaching my hands into various pockets, and I'm singing.
And you're just doing an extended bunk?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm basically trying to move myself towards the center of the garden.
Okay.
You guys get to go.
That's everybody.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna roll my storm shroud, but
Yeah, roll it.
if that's okay.
But like everybody has acted.
Is little one not doing anything other than falling through
She's
the
just
air?
falling.
That's bad.
And these winged creatures have only just arrived. They don't get an action this round. But one thing I will point out is that you, because you're looking through the scry, and you, because you are like actually looking out, can roll your perception. We're gonna call this your perception. Kenning.
Anything to do with cantrips?
No.
I took a point of nightmare, but
Okay.
I did get 5 rounds.
Okay, 5 rounds of your shroud.
Yeah.
You what?
Botch,
Okay.
unless it was div 5.
It
No,
was
it's
not.
div 6.
4.
4 successes.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not inside. I'm gonna ask both of you to cover your ears briefly. Everyone is looking at Brahm or one of the illusions. They are very specifically not all the drones. They're not looking at Patches.
Interesting.
Okay, Patches.
Yeah,
Everybody is targeting you.
good.
All of the black winged things, they're looking at you, and there's this huge buzz going on as you continue to sing. Round.
$15.
15,
13.
13,
14.
14. So 13, 14, 15, 17.
Oh, okay.
You first.
I want to
Oh, yeah, I see.
run to the elevator.
Which one?
The one to go to my penthouse.
Okay.
The one to the street, so I can get the fuck out.
Bye, guys. Nice knowing you.
My action
Yep.
is going to be to use my new storm shroud to throw lightning bolts at Realm, which will be the fucking clacking murder birds that are coming
birds.
towards
Clacking murder
our
birds?
heads.
I like it. I like it.
And very quickly, I'm going to bunk by putting, I have Storm Shroud on my hands, so I'm going to grasp the hilt of Whisper with both hands and sort of use it to conduct the lightning through the air, much as if I was fighting an invisible opponent.
Ooh,
Cool.
I like that. Patches.
I'm going to cast Windrunner on myself.
Yes!
Okay.
What's my bunk?
4.
Get 2, 3.
You? Oh, is that the number of successes you got?
No, it was at a. What's my bunk?
Oh,
on
your
that,
level
sorry.
of bunk?
Yeah.
For you, it's going to be 2.
3 successes.
3 successes
It'll
means
last
that
me 5 minutes per dot of glamour, so 30 minutes.
All right, so if this combat takes more than 30 minutes, I'll let you know.
And
That would
then
a
I'll be
hell of a
halfway
combat.
through the existence of my fake coat.
It's
So,
true.
They're Chimera, yeah.
As you start to bring your glamour and pulling it beside you, as you start to maneuver with your weapon, as you head for the elevator, time slows for all of you.
Oh.
This feeling of that, like that rapid shift of just like everything's moving, and then it hits down into slow motion, and it feels like that all around you. Even the wings start flapping less, and as little one makes contact with the ground, she also slows just before she hits, and that's when this rush of pavement, a ripple of a wave just goes up, and you see that Zeron, moving at full speed, is just being rocketed towards the freehold, just being like shoved from behind, directly from this concrete that's pushing him up and up towards the garden. And as he jumps, as he reaches the apex of his leap, time snaps back into place. The elevator arrives.
Getting in. Going up to my penthouse.
Rolling my thing here.
In the air.
Jet, I just want to go surfing. That's what a beautiful. Yeah.
The drones move to attack. They are attacking specifically, half of them are going to attack Brahm, half of them are going to attack Zeron. So, Brahm, you haven't dedicated anything to your own defense.
No.
So.
I mean, I rolled already, so no, I did not. Yeah, because right.
Okay, that's a successful hit.
Okay.
They're starting to dive bomb you. I want you to roll me your soak, please.
Yes. Is this like ag damage or something? I mean,
It's
does
lethal.
it matter?
It's
Okay,
chimerical and
good.
it's lethal.
I have coming up. Sorry.
Okay, 5 coming up, subtracted by your soak.
5.
So they just start smashing off of your skin, armor.
Both.
Skarmer?
Skarmer. And hopefully one of them off my lightning sword.
So yeah, and then you start just bringing the thunder.
Yeah.
And as for Zeron,
Johnny's still using the book.
it's yours. Thank you. They straight up miss Zeron, probably because he looks too cool.
It's true. They're like, oh.
As he flies through, Patches, you take flight. You are now up. You have 30 minutes of flight. And you're still holding the coat.
I'm wearing the coat.
You're wearing the coat now.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, that was part of my bunk.
Right. Put it on.
Yeah.
When I get up to my penthouse, I want to put on my armor. That will probably take my whole action.
Okay, so technically putting on your armor would take like several minutes
All right.
of time. But I'll let you move to do that. Round.
Yeah.
Except for your damage.
Oh, yeah. I guess it depends on whether they get to dodge or whatever.
They don't, because they are dive bombing you.
Okay.
They're not really paying that much attention.
So I get to roll 9 dice of damage, so I'll just do that real quick. Guys.
Please do. The damage is going to be distributed among all of them. Like they're essentially one unit that can split and reform.
Right.
So I'm not giving each individual one a health.
No, it's not.
Otherwise, you would
But
be
there's
at
a
a
lot
severe
of
disadvantage.
There's a lot of damage there. 6.
Okay,
It's
so that's 6 of them have been
It's
cut
like-
out of the sky.
Blah.
There's 44 remaining.
Can't
Round.
do this every turn.
9.
11.
Math. 12.
8.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm rolling like 2s or 10s
Everyone's
for
like-
initiative.
Okay, everyone's like just taking a quick breather. It's good.
Okay, the birds are once again going to target Zeron, but now instead of targeting you, they're going to target Little One instead. They're still not targeting Patches, and you will successfully put your armor on. So you are now armored up, ching, and looking good doing it. You can see the battle, by the way, from the outside of your window.
Ah, yes.
This is the point where you see that Zeron is starting to land from this like crested wave,
Oh, my lady parts.
and Patches.
So I currently only see the bird monster things. I don't see anyone else.
You don't
Okay.
see Marley. Somebody knows where Marley is, but
Yes.
it's not you.
Hello. I have your jacket. Come out, wherever you are.
That is going to be a your choice. This is either going to be a manipulation intimidation roll, or this is going to be a manipulation persuade. Is persuade on there? No. Give me your sheet.
Yeah.
Fucking
I know.
everything just
It's like
changes
literally
this
all
goddamn
different
thing.
this time.
It's either going to be, manipulation intimidation. Actually, no, it's just going to be manipulation intimidation. That's what you've got. Your difficulty is 5.
I do not succeed.
Oh no. Oh no.
Dude, your dice are just like.
So many. These ones. It's rough.
Okay, so I've got your code. Come out wherever you are. Brom?
Yep. I'm going to split my pool. Oh no, I'm not being attacked necessarily, but I.
You're not being
Do I know
attacked.
that? No, I don't know that.
Yes, I had to declare first.
Yes.
They're attacking Little One and they're attacking Zeron.
So I'm going to keep burning glamour to try to sort of drive more of them off. I'm going to keep firing lightning bolts from the tip of my sword, but also using my hand like a wizard. I might actually shoot one into the tree, one of the trees here in the garden, to set it alight, which is dangerous, but I feel we are okay. Just as
Okay.
a warning.
Okay.
As a bunk?
Yep. That's great. That's
Cool.
2.
Thanks.
You can see that some of the birds are setting upon Little One, and she starts to scream as she's writhing around on the ground. And then she tries to beat her wings to take off, but they're purposefully slamming into the wings to keep her down.
Ow.
The attack on Zeron. Okay, and his defense. Okay, Zeron seems to be driving off the birds as best as he can. One or two of them kind of fly in, and then when they strike his chest, he just swipes at it with his fist, but he's trying to keep whirling blades in the air. It looks like he's defending himself and trying to bunk at the same time.
You can do that? Damn, Zeron.
Sure.
Being so cool.
Why not?
Fuck.
He has to split his pool in order
He's
to do so.
very cool.
Which
He is
means that
very
he doesn't get his full pull for that. That's round, actually.
Yeah,
Other
I
than
did some damage. I got 4 more
4,
damage.
so that's 4 down. Guess how many are left? 40.
a lot of. Oh, you all right?
Sorry.
That's all right.
Yep.
Give us a quick second, folks.
Yep, 1 second.
Oh, here.
Book is fine.
Yay! Up. Thanks, Liz.
Nice glasses. I was like, ooh, wine glasses.
Smash, knock over. We'll all take these small cups next time. Oh, thanks, Liz.
It's amazing how much more it smells like wine after it spills, as opposed to
Just like in a cup? Exactly learned.
I actually
From-
think
what do you
somehow
call
like there was very little damage done.
Not like these birds. I don't know what that means.
All right. Roll 1 die.
Oh, to do the thing.
Yep.
15.
18.
18. Shit.
12.
10. Now the birds are going to focus entirely on Zeron, except for a quarter of them are going to try to keep Little One from taking off again. Little One is still fucking confused, by the way, but it looks like the other birds are not confused by the illusion at this point. So that's what's happening with them.
Okay, so I have my armor on. I'm going to open the window and bunk by going to step out as though on an invisible cloud.
And what are you doing?
I am casting Elder Form. I am
Okay.
imbuing myself with air to become invisible and floaty.
Okay.
So you're jumping out of a window in order to fly. Is that what I'm
Exactly.
hearing?
Wrong.
Awesome. My action's going to be to bunk
Leap
by.
from the lion's head.
Oh, beautiful. I'm going to drive my still sparking sword into the lake
Yep.
as a bunk. Doesn't really match, but it's okay. I want to cast Howling Gale on little ones so that wind erupts from little one, haha, and blows away the birds.
Excellent.
Cool.
That's going to be level 2. You can roll that now.
I will.
Patches.
I'm just gonna start flying up and up and up and up.
Okay, I want you to re-roll your intimidation roll. Manipulation intimidation. The difficulty here is 6 as opposed to 5. Because you're
Oh no.
4.
God.
What,
probably
Scott?
a little bit better.
No, a lot of ones, man. But there's successes here.
Okay, as you start rising up into the sky, did you roll your thing?
No, because I thought I declared first and then had to wait. I was just waiting.
I realize now nobody's targeting you, so it's okay.
Oh, perfect.
Your bunk is 3.
Thank you.
I got 3 successes.
Okay, so all of the creatures attacking little one no longer doing damage for her. She looks around and then just like takes off.
Sure, she doesn't get possessed again.
8. So it's gonna last a long time.
Wow.
If I wanted to.
Patches, as you keep ascending into the sky, you start feeling this cold surrounding you, and then just in front of you, someone coalesces. An old, haggard woman with no legs at this point, but only a tattered cloak that is flying up with her hands. And then she leans forward. That doesn't belong to you.
If I give it to you, will you call off your beasts and leave us alone for good? Say I, leveling my rifle.
Your terms of surrender are unacceptable. And I think we'll end the session there. Whoops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saw a great
Okay.
NFB film that has Baba Yaga in it, like characterized in the film. It's awesome. Just like that character is very cool. I like it. Yay!
Looks like this combat's going to last a little longer than what we have planned out. And while we might not have Game of Thrones to compete with anymore, still, we may have to wait until next week for it. But that doesn't mean that we can't check in with y'all. You officially have an XP freeze. You can't spend any between these sessions,
Oh, that's fair.
so don't even try.
Does that mean we don't earn any?
You earn.
Oh, yeah!
You earn, but like you can't suddenly in combat be like, I can't believe it, but now I have Skycraft 7.
It's all right. I'm saving up anyway.
So as we're waiting for the play of the game nominations to come
Does it
in,
take 0.5?
Yeah, probably.
let's ask what you learned, starting
have
with
any?
Scott.
Starting with me.
Yeah, we'll go with you, Scott.
Thank you, Kate. I learned that. I feel like something happened early on. Oh yeah, I guess I learned that despite all, or at least Brahm learned that despite all of Sophia's incredible deeds so far in her life, like at the end of the day, she's still a little scary. You know what I mean? Like, or scared, I should say. She's still frightened. At least that's how Brahm sees it.
She's scaredy.
Scaredy.
Okay. Kate?
Starting to learn where Patches is still not working with the group. She's made up her mind onto how she wants to deal with this, since no one else seems to be willing to make a clear-cut decision. So she has made one for herself.
Liz?
Sophia's learned that part of the reason why she had such a magical childhood and life could have been at somebody else's expense. And that's really fucking her up.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. I was like, ew.
We don't have to play the games in just yet, but Scott,
Yes.
do you have something you want to tell people?
Do I?
Yes, you do.
I know.
Say it.
Don't pull a
It's-
Monday.
It's fucking dead air, man.
I would like to announce, guys, that we have set a date for the one shot, as promised to you, the Changeling, the streaming viewers who were so incredible as to donate to us through our marathon the second time. So thank you guys very much for that. One of the stretch goals that was unlocked was one of the players will run a one shot, and it fell to me because
You volunteered.
I wanted to. So these three here will be participating in one last job, which is going to be a wacky adventure of criminals who may or may not know what they're doing. And it will be next Thursday, June the 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/John Barrel, and right here in the Bean Duck space. Whee! I, for one, can't wait. I can wait, actually, because I'm going to have to wait because I'm terrified.
Your poll is up.
Yay.
Sophia's anger puts everyone back on their heels. Brom really is becoming Thor, isn't he?
Nice.
And Patches remains the master tactician. Vote 0, 1, or 2 now. I should point out that we're June 6th was an option. We also almost ended up doing it July 4th, but decided that maybe our American friends would be too busy blowing up small parts of their country with, like, firecrackers.
And each other. Shooting guns.
I thought it would be kind of apropos, just given that we might end up going for like a rootin' tootin' American kind of
Rootin' tootin'
field
cowboy
trip.
shooting?
Yeah, in a way, in a sort of
One
new sense, but
last
like
You mean
job.
Red Dead Redemption 2, otherwise known as Rudy Tooty Cowboy Shooty?
it is though.
3 of the 4 podcasts have now been delivered. Kate's recently went up. We'll retweet that link out. I
Please do.
don't have the link on me because I'm
Batty.
on location. But that's 3 podcasts that now exist. You can listen to some in-depth, kind of like some really interesting, cool, like, probing questions that you wouldn't normally get for each of the 3 players in front of us. That means we have 1 podcast left to deliver, and that's mine. And as soon as we can get that arranged, hopefully soon, that one will be out. And then our debt after June 6th will be fucking repaid.
Hooray!
Except not, because we'll always be in your debt.
Oh, because we love you. Guru Mensch asks about the system. The system is indeed called One Last Job, which I believe is available on DriveThruRPG if you want to check it out. I will also, in the lead up to the 6th, I'm going to start tweeting out some details about it with the hashtag #OneScott and the hashtag ChangelingTS.
Well, I can
follow us
hashtag
there.
something for you.
Oh, what can you hashtag?
It's Sophia and Brom.
Yes! I think I won the
Yay.
last 2, so
That's
it's only
true.
fair.
That's so that we each one win. Yay! Can I see them again, John?
It'll be in the chat.
Plays of the game.
Yeah, plays of the game.
Yeah.
Again, Sophia's anger puts everyone on their heels. Brom really is becoming Thor, isn't he?
Cute. Puts one on their heels. Thank you, guys. I don't know what this drink counter is, though. I got nothing.
I have a theory.
I have a theory.
I also have
Could
a
be
theory. What's your
bunnies.
theory?
I mean, I have a theory.
Do you
too.
have a theory?
I do.
3, 2, 1, strength roll.
NPC.
Commenting on a bad roll.
Chimera names.
Oh.
Wow. Whoops.
I did have Name of Chimera down,
I had Peeps,
and then I crossed
But
it
then
out.
you said peeps twice.
said peeps
didn't
a million
happen.
times.
And then you said it 3 more times and it didn't happen. So I don't think it's chimera name. I like that they're all different though.
We rolled poorly so many times, and we
Yeah.
would go, "Ooh, that was a bad roll," and I feel like it happened.
Because a bunch of the first ones showed up when you were trying to open Peeps' little one's mouth.
Yeah.
And when
Oh,
we
shit.
were trying to.
And 4 all at once.
Those
right?
were all
it happened
strength
all at once. Oh,
rolls?
that's true. But we're up to 12. Did
Yeah.
we roll I rolled a bunch of strength in the combat.
But they weren't all strength. Like there were 2 that went up. There was 1 strength roll, and she said like, "Here's 2, but 1's delayed."
One's
and I
delayed.
don't think there was another strength roll. Chimera names, but no, you said Peeps a lot of times when it didn't come
Yeah,
up.
I don't think it was Chimera names because I tested it.
Yeah.
I tested my theory by saying little one, and nothing happened.
I'm okay with either of these options.
I'm down
Bad
with yours,
roll
Kate.
strength. I don't know.
Because I don't think, because remember, this was
Hey,
the same one
just
as
kidding.
last week.
Right.
And we did, I don't think we rolled any strength last week. did we?
Okay. I'm happy to guess it.
Oh, that's when we came home. So yeah, let's go with it. And if not, we suck. It's probably yours.
We are gonna, yep, we're gonna guess, guys, rolls involving strength.
Survey says,
John?
so close. You're inclined to grant it?
Please do. You are a benevolent god.
I don't know. I don't know. Aragorn, if
Rather
I
than-
answer correctly, I'm stealing it. Otherwise,
Do
they
it.
get it.
I know what my guess is then.
It's hard for me.
I don't.
I'm going to say that.
He says he'll steal it, and then he's like, "Oh, it's hard for me to
No,
steal."
I'm saying I'm giving you.
Oh, no, no,
look,
no.
that means that you get a better shot of getting the XP.
No, I like
I'm just saying that because you didn't get it specifically, that I'm going to see if I can steal. Just like Family Feud.
God
Yep.
damn.
I'm going to say that it is when somebody made a roll that was physical in
Yeah,
nature,
that was
That makes more sense.
using
Yeah.
specifically strength, dexterity, or stamina.
stamina. Yeah.
Hey, Johnny!
Swiped it from you.
Yay!
Nice, well done. That means you get fan art?
It means I'm supposed to get fan art.
Well, we'll do some hashtag glorious art for you, John. How's that?
It means I'm supposed to get it.
Yeah.
Aragorn,
gonna
you
be
were so
Brom
close
flexing
to
and
giving it
winking
to
at you,
us.
okay?
God
How's
damn
that?
it.
I'd love to
I
see
would
your
have been okay with you
rendition.
getting it if I hadn't got
It's a
it.
stick. It's gonna be a stick figure for sure. Like it's glorious
Damn
art.
Who do I want fan art of?
Whoa! Oh damn! Is that an open invitation?
I'm actually going to. Well, first of all, I've been promised some fan art from some people who. LOL?
Wow.
Wow. So you're saying wow. I've been promised some fan art of some
is his art?
liaisons that have occurred, and those are apparently in progress. So I'm not
Apparently,
gonna ask
there's
for
some
those.
sexy art on the way.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I'm going to ask for.
Oh my.
Hi, Neon Deflector. I'm going to ask for fan art of Tallis.
We like Tallis now.
But otherwise anybody. Honestly, I'll take anybody. But if you really need inspiration, then I'm going to say Tallis.
John Vera will take anybody.
That's also
You
true.
heard that?
Quote
Uh,
it. Quote it.
So, folks, what I can tell you, what I think is an awesome thing, is that one Scott is on its way. That's coming up in a little over a week and a half. Scott will just have to deal with that. I am also happy to say that we're going to be able to play again tomorrow.
Oh.
Except that that's not here. That is going to be on twitch.tv/beanduck,
Beanduck.
7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, full party, Exalted 3rd Edition. Go check that one out. And, also follow that channel and see all the other shows that are there. They're good
They have
shows.
cute emotes.
That's
Hey,
true.
you'll get some you'll get like some cute platypus-esque emotes that
We have more emotes on the way as well.
more emotes on the way. If you're also looking for other things to look at on
stand
Twitch,
rate.
might I recommend what's happening on Friday?
On Friday,
Oh, boy.
I'm going to be playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey with Jazzy J. So
Jazzy J.
Jen, who I don't know if any of you have met on stream. I don't think you
She
have.
brought in the cake.
She brought in the cake at the end of the cosplay cave that was Julian's birthday. Otherwise, you've probably seen her in a lot of my Instagram pictures.
Well, there you go.
It's going to be fun.
Saturday?
We
We
are
are-
out of town.
We are out of time.
That's
we are
driving.
not here, so there's not going to be any Story Saturday this time around. But that doesn't mean they won't be back here for Sunday. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to that.
Right here. Ooh, next Sunday is also Punchy Book Club.
Oh,
Ice
there you
Cream
go.
Man Vol 1.
Special thanks to our subscribers. Special thanks to our new subscriber. Thanks so much. That's Learned from Gaming. I will also
We are.
thank She Who Knows,
I am learned.
10,000 things. Aragorn, thanks for holding down the fort. I know that Entropy's disciple, Crosshair, will be back when he's
Life calms down.
over the celebration of Finland defeating Canada in the IIHF Worlds Finals. And thanks to you three.
Thanks to you.
It's going to be interesting to see how that combat's going to work out. I don't like interrupting combat, but that's a good place. Because we're moving from phase 2 to phase 3. Do you guys know how you ended phase 1 or 2? Not sure.
Low on glamour. That's how I ended that.
Ditto.
Yeah, that is.
It's been fun. We'll have to do this again sometime.
1 week?
See you next time.
Bye.